my buddy Dash for this episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash
Talking
and
in
Dave.
the third person. That's
The
weird.
The way you feel.
Good afternoon, good evening. It is semifinal day Europa League. Time to get hyped up. I'm ready for this. Lucas, buddy, how you doing? Welcome.
Good. Glad to be back. Ready to go. A little nervous, but I'm ready. I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready.
Like stage fright nervous or nervous for the team?
Oh, the team. Of course.
Okay,
The team.
no, just making sure.
I'm always ready to go.
Yeah, right on. Of course, we kid. I see KB came in here quickly. First one here. I'm calling you Keebles now. I don't know why. KB, Keebles. It's probably because I listened to some Tenacious D today at work. And Jack Black is known as Jeebles. So I'm going with Keebles now. You are my Jack Black. All right. But let's move on from that. Semifinals. Let's get this up right away because we are minutes away from kickoff. Projected lineups. Oh, and Frankie's here too. How's it going? Frankie, our Wisconsinian Mexican, who we made fun of on the podcast yesterday. So if you haven't listened to that yet, the preview, it is a preview, but it's good. We had Monchi's men on, so that was fun. There's via English-speaking podcast. We talked about this lineup. It's looking the same. Lucas, what do you think? Bonucci instead of the injured Bremer.
His 500th appearance, correct?
Is it? Oh man,
So, yeah, I believe so. And honestly, I like it. I like it. Bremer's out. I mean, so
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do, right?
there was calls for Rugani. He's been solid. He was the man of the match last week.
I have a soft spot for Rugani for sure, but I think in a big game like this, I think Bonucci needs to show up. I think he has that experience. Yeah, I like it. I mean, we always got Rugani on the bench if for some reason things fall apart or we want to switch to a back four. I mean, that's also something that we could do with having Rugani fresh, ready to go.
But would we? I mean, we tried it once, and I don't know if we'll ever see it again.
Yeah, maybe.
And interesting enough, I saw one prediction today with the 4-3-3, and I just immediately dismissed it.
It's hard without a strong left back.
It is.
I mean, Alexandro's had a good season for sure, but
as a central defender, not as the left back.
Yeah, he's just done nothing going high up the field. So until we bring in Cambiaso and some of those other guys, we won't see a back four unless we see a Danilo play left back.
Yeah, but even then, I've liked him a lot as a center back. It does work. I understand why there is a 3-5-2.
Yeah,
but I still don't like it. Frankie thinks here, I think April Player of the Month Gatti should have played. So yeah, big fanboy of Gatti. I am too. I think a lot of us are. The problem we saw, this is more Dash, I'm speaking for Dash the tactician, is that Gatti is more of the right-sided center back. So when we saw him play right center back, it was actually Danilo that went to left center back, and Bremer was in the center that time. It's the center back we're replacing in this case. So you're basically looking at you're just looking at Rugani. Sorry, that's all you. With Bremer out, it's Bonucci, Rugani. So that's what your choices are, and that's what you got. We went Bonucci today. I think he's the actual captain of the team. Danilo isn't. Obviously, you can see the C there. I think this is the kind of match you put Bonucci. He's won things, right? We're trying to win things. Bonucci is. I mean, Locatelli's technically won things.
This is the game where you kind of drop the whole youth project type of thing. Obviously,
yes, yeah, I think that you summarized it properly. We're dropping the youth thing where it makes sense to. We see Moretti here, not Fagioli.
Yeah, we've had success in this tournament. We've had success in Europe so far. besides being knocked out of the CL. But overall, like Europe has been, even last season, where kind of we've been shining more than in the league.
Yes.
So this is where you drop the youth project and idea, and you look to put your stars in action, your Di Marias, your Vlahovic's, your Rabios. So put them on the wing.
Yeah, he'll bang goals, maybe. Reverend Gatti there. He's also saying, I listened to the pod at 3 a.m. when I should have been sleeping. Yeah, you also made some two pretty funny images, if you will. I'll try to pull them up later as we go. I'm flying in here hot. Didn't get much time to pull those images, but we'll try to get them later. They're pretty funny. They're graphics to references that I've made to certain players, kind of like how Keane gets very trashy goals and has a touch of the butch. So that's a bit of foreshadowing of to what the graphics might be about, but it was pretty good. Yeah, see, as he says, which led to really bad Keane photoshops. So that's what Frankie was doing at 3 a.m. We appreciate it.
That's awesome.
I don't know. You got like 5 hour energy into you right now. How you keep going here? But yeah, hopefully Allegri Ball doesn't sleep today.
Yeah, he could fall asleep to this game, I think. Yeah.
But look at the Sevilla side. It hasn't really changed at all, I don't think, from the projection. We're the only changes. So, Moretti and Bonucci is really the surprise. That's fine. We never have what was projected the night before. Even 12 hours before, forget it. It's not the same thing. That being said, they are in the tunnel. The match is just about to happen here. He's got the power of McDonald's coffee in me. Was that just pure bitterness? Not a big fan.
Pure sweetener.
Yeah, just the chemical sweetener. Yeah, running on chemical sweetener. I bet you that gets it going. Apparently, aspartame makes your heart pump a little bit. I don't know.
Makes you hungry too.
So that's science. That's actually pretty cool science. What they think, anyways. It's it was a study. It's not hard science per se, but
yeah,
because your body, if it craves sugar and it wants that sugar hit, that craving, and you go and you trick it with aspartame or an artificial sweetener, your body never actually got that chemical reaction happening. So it just continues to want to crave more.
Yeah.
It's a really cool theory. I think there's probably a bit of truth to it. I don't know.
I think let me take a look. Yeah, we're showing the players.
Yes.
It's a little rainy. What's going on?
Yes. Oh, the weather report. Sorry guys, I gotta pull that up. It's in the autofill. It is raining. Precipitation 99% and 69% humidity. Winds 11 kilometers. Nothing but rain.
Now, I see Sheffrin at the Roma game. I find that funny.
Oh, of course, he wouldn't come to ours.
Now, are you rooting for Roma?
I'm not rooting against them.
Okay.
Not rooting for them. I'm fairly neutral. I think it would be very cool to face them off in the finals. Just kind of like you have the Lions facing off right now. It'd be cool.
Now, is it just because we could possibly face them, or do you just not really support Italian teams in Europe?
You're going with that angle, are you? Okay.
That's what I'm just trying to ask.
Yeah. No, because it's a common question, and I don't think I've really presented it where I stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
Up until just very recently, I didn't even care if Inter was playing. I would kind of root for them. I rooted for them in the Europa League a couple years ago, but I don't know, just with everything that's going on, I've grown an extra, I guess, irrational hate towards some of these other teams. But for Roma, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't cheer for them. They're Roma, but if they get success in Europe, cool. Good for them. Inter can go fuck themselves. Milan, I'm okay with. I would rather Milan win than Inter.
I think it really depends on who's on the team. If there's it was really difficult when Conte brought over so many Italians to Inter. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? I'm not supposed to like this team, but you brought in a bunch of players I like, so that was difficult.
But even Barella, is that a player you like?
I like Barella. Yeah, I do. I like Bastoni.
I want to punch that guy so hard.
Guys.
And then when he's down, I just want to kick him in the deck.
Yeah, he's just one of those players that like, yeah, you don't like him, but you like him at the same time. Like he's good. Like it just sucks that you want to hit him in the face, you know?
Yeah, no, he had some
Um,
pretty cool moves there the other day as well, I think, in the league.
yeah, I definitely support just because also my family's just not from Turin, so like I try to support the bigger teams closer to where my family's from, which is like Lazio and Roma, but it really just depends. But Inter, I think, is the only team I just don't support in Europe. Like,
Yeah. I mean, if I went local for my family, I'd be rooting for Catanzaro, so whatever.
are they Serie A C?
I think they're getting promoted. Or is it Cosenza? See, like my hometown would be somewhere between Catanzaro and Cosenza. So, I mean, I would just kind of go for the better looking one, which I think is Cosenza right now. I think they're getting promoted to B. But we do have kickoff. Did you get kickoff?
I was on the Fiorentina game. I'm just reloading it.
Fiorentina game. Screw those guys.
Yeah, an accident, I guess. I was watching the Golazzo show before. Yeah, I'm at the 25th minute. Or second.
Okay, I'm at 20.
Yeah.
Okay, so pause. You don't have? Do you have a pause?
Yeah, I'll pause it at 34.
Okay.
So it's at 34.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34.
All right. Chesney with the ball.
And I will get the scoreboard ready. Oh, here it is. This is the semifinals. I don't know. This is crazy. It's been a while for a European semifinal, you know?
Yeah, dude, when we play these games, I just smile. I think of like, luckily both my grandfathers are still with me, so I'm just happy that they can both have this experience and watch these games, these big games, you know?
Yeah.
And be able to see, let's say, you know, Italy win the Euros, and hopefully Juventus, they're both Juventus fans. Hopefully they'll see some European glory soon. But whenever there's special games, I think about them. Like, is this their last time? Like, hopefully they enjoy this. And sometimes I go watch with them. Sometimes I don't. So
that's cool.
But,
Kostic. Oh, was that a hand?
Ooh, I don't know. We gotta see a replay of that.
It's going to the corner right now. The rain is coming down.
Yeah, the Allegri's jacket's going to start steaming.
Yeah, we always talk about his clothes. It's weird. Dash isn't even here this time. Okay, so who is that taking the corner?
Quadrado,
yeah, and here it is. Cleared away. Ooh, Kostic almost taking it funny, but we control.
Even Rabiot was in a good position there for the header, but right back to Chesney. Beautiful.
Don't imagine this will really blast off right away, but we'll see. Here's Rabiot, gets it nice over the top, offside. Kamakis is here as well as Gonpachiro. I think I'm starting to say it right. I don't know. Look out for El Nasiri. He can out-jump everyone in our team. Yes, I did put him on the front of the podcast episode yesterday because he's somebody to watch out for.
He's somebody I worry about when you play somebody like Bonucci. You know?
Have a Sevilla player down. Here's Vlahovic. Step over. Back heel. Locatelli. Too much on it. It's too bad. It looks like Farhad's trying to make it in here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's setting up his hardware, but a look here, at least from Locatelli, it's a back heel from Vlahovic. He got quadruple marked, really. Realized he didn't have space. Not the worst decision. Yeah, Frank's saying, man, if only Locatelli could shoot. Yeah, he does have to improve there. Okay, so here's the Sevilla player coming up. Who's that? Number 6. Get my cheat sheet up here. Gudel is who that is. Their center back.
We saw for Italy Locatelli higher up the field and be in more of those positions to shoot. It just seemed like he was just a little bit too slow, like reaction wise, to to set himself up. And when that happens, you get that extra pressure on you when you're a little bit slower to it, and then your shot goes a little bit here, a little bit there. He's got the power and the accuracy. He's too slow to play an 8 unless it's in a high possession pace game like Mangini.
Yeah. Well, and he's getting more groomed for the defensive mid. So
yeah, I mean, look at him. He's tall, physical.
Test.
Hey, what's going on?
Testing. How's my mic?
It's a little low.
A little low.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you're quiet.
Higher.
Sevilla's taking control of the game now. See if they can make any
check.
penetration.
They're looking to explore those wide channels and then try to catch us in the middle, but
Which is good. I mean, good for them, not for us, but
What's up,
I'm
everybody?
trying to go wide. We defend centrally.
yeah, it's good for us because then there's more gaps wide that we could try to exploit with Quadrado and Kostick. But it's up to Moretti too. Moretti's staying really far back right now. It's up to him to find ways to get higher up the field though too, so we have an extra player in the attack. Because we can't do it with just 4. We need a 5th trailer.
I have a feeling, though, maybe he's not really going to push that far up until there's an opportunity.
Yeah.
It is Allegri ball, right?
Check.
Yeah, you're here. Okay,
He's the only one that really doesn't have to man mark too much, which is fine. He's young, but you don't want to expect him to do too much man marking. But
Well, he's kind of unmarked right now, looking for space.
yeah, you'll find something hopefully. Ooh, Szczesny should have found him there. I'm
Still
at
very
6
exploratory.
minutes now.
Oh, I'm at... Okay, I'm even ahead. Did I jump? My stream does that sometimes.
I think you jumped. I'm trying my best to be
check.
on the time that you put up on the live stream.
Yeah, no, I did jump ahead. So let me stop myself. And I'll resync. Okay, I'm resynced. So out wide to Vlahovic, too heavy.
Yep, that's exactly where I'm at. Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, those are the balls that we have to stop doing. Gotta put a little more finesse. I understand too, with the rain, it's gonna be a little more difficult to really lock things in. But that's why you gotta get it messy in front of the net.
Yeah, or you just don't water the pitch too much. Let the pitch dry out on its own and let the rain water it.
Well, I don't think they're watering at all. Like, it's coming down now. It's hard to see in camera, but
You would be surprised, dude. There are some teams that still water the field. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like,
interesting.
it.
Yeah, you don't want too much, of course. There's a trip on Sandro. Will be a free kick. Nothing too angry. Di Maria takes it. Dribbles forward.
Check. Dave, can you confirm that you guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can hear.
okay. How's the volume?
Still a little bit low, but we can still hear you.
Check. What about now?
Oh yeah. That's
Awesome.
way better.
All right, let's do this.
How are you doing?
Doing well. How's everybody? Thanks for having me.
Oh, we're good.
What's the time you guys are on right now?
It's right below you.
We're about to hit 8.
Crosses in.
Yep, good
Oh,
cross.
way
Ooh.
too high. Vlahovic
Oh, you guys
falls
just saw
over
this.
himself.
Okay. Give me your seconds, boys, please.
Yes, it's right. It's whatever's on the screen there.
Oh, fancy! I love that.
Yeah, we got some upgrades going.
I love it, man. You guys have been putting in work, man.
So Sevilla taking their time really to play this ball out. I think they're trying to go real deep. I don't know why.
Listeners, what's up? Drop your flags. Where you watching from?
We got a Minnesota. I know that.
Oh yeah, Minnesota.
Yeah, right there. Frankie from Minnesota.
Thank you, Frankie. Frankie's confirmed. He's part of the crew, basically. Hold on.
See, I found that very interesting how Sevilla really wanted to kick that ball long. What was their tactic there? Just try to hope that Juve wouldn't somehow like get in the mix. I have no idea.
Maybe they hope to have our guys higher up the field and they could look to, somebody messes up with the header or something, it falls in the place of Sevilla. Now half of our team are behind the ball and they could do something quick, but it's also just like you said a few minutes ago, just feeling things out. They're really testing each other out.
Sorry, he's from Wisconsin. To me, it's like almost the same part of America.
No, I'm an hour away from both of those places. I'm going to Wisconsin tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oh, there you go.
For a bachelor weekend. You guys want to see my snacks?
Your snacks.
I'm not having lunch today, so
turkey jerky.
Yeah, man, dude, I'm trying this instead of beef, and it tastes the same, and it's much healthier. Also,
how processed is it though? That's always the question. Plantain chips.
It's pretty clean. This is a Banana's crazy cousin. I recommend highly. Good source of protein.
Is it the crazy cousin or just the really stiff one?
Just an insane South American cousin. Does cocaine on the weekends. This is some, pretzels. All right, let's watch this. I'll continue.
Yes, this is a free kick for Sevilla. We got a couple guys lined up. Here's the kick. That was very good. Kind of, I went to Ocampos, but he's marked by everyone. I don't know what they were doing there either. Yes, the cheese. We got the cheese. Wisconsin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jordan Love era is beginning. I
got to make it to that part of the country.
It's awesome. Wisconsin is so fun.
It's beautiful, I heard.
Beautiful. They love to have fun. It's it's like the safe South.
Okay.
Really, no, seriously, it is. It's really safe there.
All right, so to finish up, I have the star. Never mind.
Yeah, we got it. Costas coming on the left. And yep. Oh, it was close. That was a quick release to Costas on the left. He dribbles it forward.
He's feeling it, baby.
Yeah,
that's good to know that we can do it that easily.
What to do, baby boo?
Oh, bones.
We did that easily. That's good to see.
Yeah, I have to real quick.
Yeah, that was a good transition. We need more of those. Catch them off guard. I've noticed that anyone who has Bones in their nickname is like, I just don't associate with.
What are you talking about? Bones is good.
A scary person. Probably.
I'm pretty sure he's harmless. I have no idea, but
most likely a criminal.
You're the most criminal looking guy around here. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Oh, Mexican Coca-Cola. Speaking of
Mexican. Yeah, I got that before.
Yeah,
it is made with cane sugar instead of high fructose, whatever the crap.
Corn syrup. Yeah, man. Trying to watch my figure. How come Bonucci's playing? I didn't.
Bremer's injured. Oh. And for a central center back, you're either looking at Rugani or Bonucci.
Rugani all day, baby. Sorry.
Yeah, I liked Rugani. I thought he was gonna get the call. That's what was projected, but no, they
margin of error is much higher with Bonucci, man.
Oh, here's an attack on the left. We got that's not Gill. I thought that he had the funny Gill hair.
Nice.
But cleared away easily.
Look until he stayed on him. Forced a mistake. How do I sound with my cold? Is it sexy or what?
Is that what you're concerned about if you sound sexy?
Yeah, man. I finally have a normal mic, and my voice is super bassy today.
If you want your voice to be extra bassy and sexy, there's a header from Sevilla. Yes. Nice cross into the box. Tex got it. But yeah, stay within what's 30 centimeters? That's an inch and a half. Like, if I go right close to the mic, it gets boomy, and the more I pull away, the less boomy it gets.
Check. Is it good?
Yeah, the only problem is that you got to like deep throat your mic the whole time, but it does make
That's
you
no
sound
problem,
sexy.
baby.
It's called the proximity effect. So there's your nerd tech segment. I am taking audio engineering, kind of like once a month when I have time.
That is awesome, by the way, because it's only going to get bigger, dude. You know, knowing that trade is really cool.
Yeah, I don't expect to be an expert. I'm just, I don't know,
I don't see
keeping
why
the head
not.
going.
You got us to this point really well, man.
Yeah, you just fake it till you make it, right? Just like Juve, we've been faking it all season.
Oh, do I have the, do I have the access to the sound effects?
Yeah, it's all there in the right. We're gonna have Dash 2.0 with the sound effects here, I think.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it.
Do we trust Bonucci like that anymore? Coming from Bones.
Hell no.
You know what? Sevilla, I know it's only been 15 minutes, have not looked super threatening. Yeah, they found some space, but
Yeah,
they're fine.
I think it's just in Serie A, everybody has Bonucci figured out now. You know, I think everybody knows how to beat him one-on-one and all of that. I think in Europe, he's still not as looked at as scouted as much. So,
He hasn't played all season.
I think one day he'll coach like Real Madrid or something. I think he's Pirlo 2.0.
He wants to. He said he would.
I mean, match made in heaven, dude.
Bones, I'm trying to find your soundbite, but I can't remember what he labeled it as. I found it.
Our listeners have their own sound bites.
Kirk Cousins? I don't know. It's an American thing. NFL. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got
It's
more
funny.
sound. Kirk Cousins has more sound bites than Super Bowls. Wow.
So another semi-dangerous look by Sevilla, but again, they just don't have the clinical finishing, it seems. Let's not test that too much. We got to lock that in a bit.
Yeah, we don't want to be too confident with that claim.
But set plays, right? That's really our weakness. If they can get us on the set play. Which that was.
Don't mind me.
I was waiting for a punchline. Nothing on that one. All right. So Quadrado's got it real deep. Somebody's got to give him an outlet, so he goes far. Tries to get Kostic. Does he lose the man? He does. But finally marked by the center back. So we're starting to play it a lot longer too, stretching out the field.
I think it's helping that Sandro and Danilo are getting wider as well.
Yeah, I think they're just making the pitch large. So something we noticed is that Sevilla is a pretty old team. They have a lot of 35-year-olds. So maybe
they
they're
got
just trying to
Navas
stretch
and
it.
Acuna. Ooh!
Nice give and go from Quad and Locatelli. Back to Di Maria. Crossover! Oh! Come on! Come on!
You gotta score this. Vlahovic 6 months ago scores this, dude.
He was offside. Doesn't matter. It took a bit. Yeah, it bounced funny off the keeper. He did well to stick with it, but he was offside. So, I mean, no, we'll get over it. Or if Dash was here, he'd say offsides.
Side note, those molten balls are pretty good. I may get one myself.
You're going to get yourself some balls, are you?
Yeah.
Where's that drop when I need it? God damn it.
Okay, again. Out to Kostic from Di Maria crossing. Oh, another touch. Good save by the keeper. He got enough on that skied over. Is that a corner now? Vlahovic getting some looks.
It's easy. These balls to Kostic is easy.
Yeah, I think he's
And if it-
offside.
there- if
anyways.
it-
Yeah, you can't say it like a minute after the joke, though.
No, but he just said something about the balls are easy. He just said
The
that.
balls are easy.
How dare you, first of all?
I thought you were still going on the last one.
I have enough wherewithal.
Shit.
Chewing into
Just
the
gonna-
mic. Chewing into the mic is okay, right?
yeah.
Everybody enjoys that.
Professional.
Okay, is it Rabiot gonna get it? No, cutting in, and Di Maria stripped. Tried to do too much with it. Sevilla counters.
They had 4 people on him.
He had his outlets though. They try to take it wide, and just giving it away. Cleared off the line. Dumped out though, so Bono will collect. Yeah, I think we'll just like settle this play down, take it easy for a couple minutes, and let them, I don't know, wear themselves out a little bit and make a mistake. I think that's the game plan. Frankie's saying Vlahovic looking like Morata with these offsides. Morata did it for a whole season, though.
He's done it his whole life.
Yeah, or his whole life, yeah.
One of my favorites, though. Love the guy, man.
I like him. I would take him back on cheap if he would come back.
Oh, I'll take him back in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat.
Stop it! Both of you, stop this.
What?
Stop this nonsense. Come on.
You wouldn't have Morata as a backup or a third string striker who could also play
No,
wing?
Can we do better? I mean, he goes
He'd be a free.
he goes
Just
well
pay salary.
I guess.
Yeah, like he would be really cheap to get.
That's 3 times. Come on, this is embarrassing at this point. I like the guy. I like my Alvarito, don't get me wrong.
Low cross in, Bonucci slides it out. He probably could have stayed on his feet.
Yeah, it's a little scary, Bonucci.
He just crumbled.
Yeah, and that shot was far over
I think
the bar.
what Bonucci gives you though too, that hopefully we could look for in a center back again is that ball playing ability. When you have someone who could spray it like Bonucci, it allows Danilo and Sandro to get a little bit wider.
Oh yeah, that went off Locatelli's ass, but didn't call. We got the goal kick anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete the sound bites.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to have like a fart head safe room.
Dude, honestly, we joke around, and I hope the viewers are listening. What you guys have done here is so awesome. I love it. I love just coming here, sitting down, knowing everything's taken care of. Daddy Dave is at the steering wheel, baby.
Well, my name used to be Dog Daddy Davide. That's what my
I know.
Twitter handle thing was. Yeah, that one didn't really take off, but I got my look. There's one of the pups just sleeping away.
Nice. What's his or her name?
That's Ellen.
Ellen.
Yeah.
I like that poster.
Oh, yeah,
I love the
really
wall. I love the yellow, the blue wall.
Yeah. Just I like bold colors mostly because I'm partly colorblind and I can't see like those shitty, not so really. You know those shades. I can't tell the difference with them all. My wife told me to paint a wall once, and I couldn't tell the difference between the 2 different whites I was painting. It was a mess. I missed half the wall. Dash is coming in. Walgani clears. Don't at me and Frankie. There's
Dave,
no Walgani though.
Being colorblind, does that mess with when you watch like a sporting event? Because sometimes
No, it's
the
not like
colors
full
are really
color
close.
blindness. It's like only certain shades. It's called green red,
What's full color blindness? Can you explain?
like
it
black
to
and
me?
white.
There's people who only see in black and white.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
is that how dogs see? Is dogs black and white too?
No, that's a bit of a myth. They
It
can
is?
see certain colors.
I guess we'll never know.
Well, Dave's my
Vlahovic.
dog guy, you know.
Oh, handball. Come on, Vlahovic. Huh.
He was isolated up top. That's my issue with the 3-5-1-1 is that Vlahovic just sits there by himself. I think Sevilla as well has realized that, okay, we are just going to keep our back line stuck back here, and they can't get through 4 of us.
They should buy Morata. Help him out.
That's the thing. You wouldn't have to buy him. You just pay a salary.
But how old is he now? He must be 35, right?
No, he's not that
Morata?
old. No,
Mm-hmm.
He's like 28, 29.
30.
Shut up.
he's 30.
Are you
He's 30,
serious?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a big chance from Sevilla. The ball just got through everyone right to Ocampos's feet, but does nothing with it.
Who do we have on the bench? What's going on the bench?
We got Pogba, Chiesa, Fajoli.
It is 0-0 across the board for all 4 games at the moment, if anybody was wondering.
All right, thanks for the update. Yeah, I completely forget anything else exists when these things happen. I'm just absorbed.
I love the font on our on the scoreboard. That's a pretty cool little layout.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Are you gonna display the goals when there's a goal score? That's awesome.
I mean, if I remember, I typically forget to. And then some angry person comes in and tells me to change it. Okay, nobody's marking on the right side. Campos comes in, lots of space that goes in. Who was marking him? And it was El Nasiri. And Nasiri, sorry. Man. Well, this is sometimes good for Juve because then we wake up.
Yeah, that's what we need. Them espresso shots. But man, how do we let up so much goals at home these days?
Because we have Bonucci playing.
Where is Bonucci? Guy's all the way running back.
That was, yeah. They got him on the counter, but we just couldn't get back. Man, that's bad.
Man, they knew exactly what to do. You one-time it against Chesney, and you just go up the middle on Bonucci. Those are our weaknesses easily.
25th minute is not bad. Not great, but...
Yeah, Bonucci's looking like shit. A look on his face. But yeah, there's still plenty of time. We're definitely gonna need some Chiesa or Pogba magic.
Yeah.
Why can't Pogba still start? Can you guys explain that to me?
He's nowhere near recovered.
He's not ready.
Are you serious?
He's got 30 minutes in him tops right now.
If that.
Well, he did the 30 minutes the other game, so we know he can at least do 30.
He does a lot of walking, though. Okay.
He does.
Yeah. Look at Sandro.
Oh, my. Another giveaway.
Stripped. Oh, boy.
Bonucci gets the foot in. Jesus. That's sloppy. Are they shook or what? Like, wake up.
Dude, they're watering the grass. I told you. They're slipping.
Sandro gets taken down. Not calling any yells or anything on it. It was a little... Yeah, he's just slipped. It is slippery out there.
Yeah. That area of the field isn't played a lot, so it's probably just sitting there with a puddle. You know, because we don't have a proper left back.
You know, it's funny because when I was in Sevilla and I watched a game, it was pouring that match as well.
Was it wet?
I was the first row of seats that was underneath the underhang, so I was completely dry. Another through ball to end the series. Like, come on, you can't give him these looks.
Again, you just need to one-time it on Chesney. He's slow in reaction time.
Oh, Danilo's injured.
But why is Danilo the guy there, not Bonucci? That's the thing. So, like...
Because Bonucci was trying to play him offside? Are they calling it offside?
He's playing him
Danilo.
offside, 35 yards up the field. My God.
Danilo,
Bonucci.
I think, has a non-contact injury, or did he get hit on that play?
Let's hope it's not
he's doing everything smart. He doesn't have anything. He's just letting him rest. He's taking a timeout, basically.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, yeah, he got hit, but I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, who knows?
They got the magic spray. We'll be okay.
You got to slow him down. This is like 3-4 attacks. within the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Three minutes, really. Like, it hasn't been 3 minutes, really. Like, it hasn't been long.
Realistically, this could have been 3-0 by now, you know.
Got these warming up. He should probably do up his shoelaces.
Should have started over Bonucci.
It's looking like that. Or Walgani.
He's got to tie his shoes.
Yeah, and Gunpachero as well. Sevilla is an attack-minded team, so we have seen that very evidently here. Our saving grace is that they just get worn out. But yeah, that's sloppy defending overall.
What else is going on, boys? How's everybody?
Yeah, Bones. Yeah, that's a good call, Bones. Danilo was covering for Bonucci, leaving the player open. Yeah. And then Locatelli as well, trying to cover and getting out of position.
Good turn. Good turn.
Okay, we're starting to build something up for once here. Di Maria centrally. Out wide to Cuadrado. Not a good pass. Runs for it. Back to Di Maria. He needs something filthy here. Come on, buddy. Sevilla locking in defensively very well now. They know the game plan.
It's going to go all the way to Szczesny.
Over the top to Moretti. Across. Oh, it's out for a corner at least. Not a good touch by Moretti. He was, I think, trying to find Vlahovic.
Might as well have shot it, right?
Yeah.
Grab bad pass.
Yeah, there's too much traffic. He wanted the corner. And, Di Maria almost takes it quick. He gets called back. Here it is. Rabiot gets it centrally. And it's cleared.
Look at that one pass. That's it.
Yeah, so one pass in the attacking third, and here they go. Gill still going.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
Right back to Di Maria. It's definitely all going through him at this point whenever they make something. Such a British thing to say. Juve have to do a lot of spade work.
Spade work. That's what she said. Yeah, they gotta like till and hoe the ground. Yeah.
Well, his ref is like they gotta dig in. Spade work. Like, man, he has some funny ways of saying things.
How are you listening to the game? I just want to know the logistics.
DAZN.
No. But like, how are you connected? You got one going in one ear and us in the left ear.
No. I just changed the levels. I just have the game low.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Farhad hasn't played video games in a while.
In a while, more like never, dude.
And you know what? Because I will trash the hell out of Apple. Their audio management is very like stuck in the 2000s. Cross-ins cleared away. Yeah, Windows, you press the Windows key and E, and you basically have an audio mixer and a whole bunch of other cool shit as well.
Well, you still get viruses, right?
That was a commercial from like 95.
So you guys are good on viruses now.
The reason why Apple didn't get viruses they did was because they had so little market share in the 90s that the people that made viruses didn't spend their time on Macs because there wasn't enough people using them. It's based off Linux, which is an open source platform, and everyone knows how the hell it works.
I love getting him riled up because I so don't care, but he cares so much.
because Apple's a trash company. They take advantage of their customers and they can go fuck themselves.
Yes.
I agree, man. I've been at Apple for my whole life, and I just switched over to the Google Pixel and Lenovo products, and like I just didn't know what I could do with my phone until now, man.
Yeah, I heard I heard Pixels are pretty sweet phone.
Yeah,
I
They
mean,
really are.
Apple iPhone hasn't really updated anything besides the camera thing. They so care about the camera and ability to fill yourself and stuff like that.
So yeah, Campos does come off and Montiel comes in. So there's some sort of
I'm
injury
seeing
going
that,
on there.
yep.
And Bones is on my side. Thanks. If KB was, he's probably at work or something, but he's a Mac guy.
I just like the way it looks.
But I do have to say I really like iMovie. That's what I used to use.
Does the front of your computer look like that?
Let me see.
Ooh, that's awesome.
So fuck your Mac. Mine's cooler.
What is that? Oh, that's
the front
awesome.
of my. Yeah, I cut it out.
Did you make it yourself? You gigantic nerd.
Yeah, I did.
I imagine Dave has his own shed where he goes and just creates things. And
No, I do it at work. There's a Full Metal shop.
that's awesome. Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's start selling the stuff, fool.
I can't use government. Yeah, let's not use company. But anyways, yes, the game, obviously they've settled her down a little bit. It looks like Juve's tightened up. They were rattled for a good 5 minutes or so. That's smart call though, Farhad, on the was the Danilo there taking the knee for a couple minutes and then Montiel coming off. There was enough of a stop, asking laser cutter or CNC machine. I wish I had either one of those. I used the metal hole punch and I hole punched it around the hole J, and then I Dynafiled it smooth and then took a hand sander. It took me way too long. But anyways, Moretti and he's cut out. Come on, bad passing again. This is exactly what Sevilla wants: is sloppy passing in the midfield.
They'll pickpocket it. They'll pickpocket us all day long, dude. We don't have the possession strength at all. We can't. Man, easy pickings for them most of the time.
Yeah, he says, "Yikes, that sounds horrible." It wasn't the funnest thing, but sometimes when you work a night shift, you just screw off to a shop somewhere for a few hours.
How often do you work night shift?
I haven't since last summer because I took a day job.
I do,
but it was it was always essentially. That's why I took a different position, because I was always sleep fucked.
Yeah. Only night shift people, we have some kind of camaraderie together because it sucks.
Other people don't understand.
You'll never get it unless you work a couple of months. You know what I did on Monday? Because I'm going away this week and I had to put in some time. So I did it. Let's watch this real quick.
Yeah, Sevilla's working it. Quadrado and Acuna. Bring it back out. Rakitic crosses it wide to the right. Navas will dribble. Crosses. Danilo. Oh, nice flick at the head to make it a throw instead of a corner. That's some veterancy right there. No one had to move the head around.
Danilo is playing chess.
It was very, very thought out move regardless.
What you sipping on over there, buddy?
It's rum and coke.
I love it.
It's usually rum and coke. It's sometimes coffee, but
I'm missing out.
You're Julian of our
I'm gonna
group.
go get some too, man.
Kostic, he's in deep, crossing into where he should be sitting. Playing as a left back. Have they gone? They've gone for it, the back. No, they're just setting up like this defensively, right? Or is this for the back?
The problem is they've been attacking Kostic's side.
Oh, and Oh, Rakitic. That's what he can do. A nice long shot like that.
Yeah.
Tech gets the hand on it, though.
So they've been attacking that right. They've been attacking our left side to stop Kostic from going so far up. That's why we have not been going that way.
I mean, this is our problem. We don't have an attack on the right side. It's why a 4-3-3 with a Chiesa works a lot. But defensively, yes, you need the pieces. So do you play Kostic as a left back? I don't know. But Acuna will take the corner.
It's more so I look at somebody like Di Maria and like, if he can't play right wing, then we need to look to Chiesa maybe under Vlahovic, just a little bit more speed.
Well,
We have enough service, I think.
Again, I don't think Chiesa. He has played a game like full. I don't know if he's done full 90. Yeah, he has. He's done full 90s. But I don't think he can do that all the time.
Give us a good 60 because Di Maria could still come off the bench and give a good, 25 minutes fresh. It's just.
That's what she said.
That's what I was thinking, Varad. Shit.
This will get old real quick.
Yeah. Treat it with extreme responsibility.
I tend to drive things.
We just need different voices saying it, like Quagmire or like somebody in The Simpsons or something. Just somebody different.
I love it, dude. You're right.
Because who's that? Somebody from The Office?
Yeah, that's Michael Scott.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, even Michael Scott has said it a million times. Like, if you have different variations of him.
Yeah, I had to choose the version that I like the best.
I even know which episode that was.
Oh, that I don't know that specific one. It was multiple episodes. He said it, obviously.
Hold on.
That's what she said.
This is when Jim dares him to say it, and he just continues.
Oh yeah, dares him not to say it
until he says it, and then Todd Packer gives him a little nod, and
they're attacking that right side again. Bonucci's being drawn out, and gosh,
Sam saying it's the same lineup fuck up as the Inter game. Yeah, it's certainly just not looking great. What the hell are we talking about here, Michael Scott? Better than watching this Juventus. Yeah, when the game drags on, we definitely.
It's completely my fault, boys. Sorry if my ADD doesn't let me stay on focus.
See, another heavy pass to Di Maria, just out of the reach.
Just so many wasted passes, so much wasted garbage.
Dude, Fernando's taken down.
It's 4 midfielders versus 3. There's a strong overload in the midfield, so it seems like they don't exist, and they're just overloading our back line because of that. And this is not the back line you want to have overloads. You want Bremer out there. You want some of these other guys that are younger, faster, not Bonucci and Alexandro. Jeez, that's why Danilo's coming from the right side all the way to the left.
Rabiot picks up a yellow there. Gets
why does he do that? That's so stupid. What else is up here?
Looks like he's all right. We'll get back underway here. 42nd minute. Definitely just try to ease this one into the half at this point. Roma still 0-0. Fiorentina's up 1-0. I'm okay with Fiorentina if they do something in the Conference League. If they win it, that would be 2 Italian teams in a row. You know, if we want to root for Italian teams in Europe, if we're going down that route.
Here's Bonucci.
Yeah. He's got another year of contract too. That's the worst thing.
Wow.
Good in the past though.
I don't even think it's that. I don't even think Bonucci's that bad. I think the combination of the 3 is the problem.
No, he's bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's always played in the back 4 as well.
He's not good in the back 4 because he's so slow. it's almost like I would like to see. It's just Alexandro too. It's just like what is he doing? Before you had Chiellini fixing up Alexandro's mistakes, cleaning it up. Bonucci's not going to clean up Alexandro's mistakes.
We're a season removed from Chiellini at this point, though. We got to move on, and that's the thing. That's why we're linked with people like Pau Torres.
Yeah.
Spanish defender, though. No offense.
Well, he's a replacement for Bonucci. He's a left-footed ball player.
Oh, I see.
And that's what we have to look at, and one that's available. So find me a left-footed ball-playing defender that's available that you can afford.
Laporte.
He's not going to leave Man City.
Yeah, if they win the CL, he might want a new challenge.
Yeah.
Not to win it. Well, it is a challenge not to win it.
Oh, nice cut up by Locatelli. Moretti chases it down. This Gil kid or Hill, or how do you pronounce it? Silent G?
Heil.
Gil, he was at Tottenham.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Yeah, and I think he left because Kulusevski went, and then now it looks like
Looks like we're getting him back.
And Kulusevski's coming back.
So
It may not be
minutes.
the worst. It may not be the worst thing in the world because
It may not.
I mean he didn't do bad. It's just the club's having problems. So it's like if he got a little bit of confidence, he comes back with that confidence, and Cuadrado's gone, and we need a right winger, like you said, Dave. We need to attack from the right side.
I don't think it's horrible. I don't know if it'll work under Allegri. Apparently, Allegri's linked with PSG and El Nasser. Going back to Ronaldo.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Ronaldo can't be enjoying his time right there, right? Or
I have no idea. Nobody cares anymore.
He's probably being like rolled out. He's probably has appearances 5 times a day, 7 days a week.
And calls for Pulisic. Yes, I'm waiting for the Pulisic rumors to start up. Actually, I did actually read something yesterday on like Sportsmole or something. But another counterattack. Bonucci's actually there to cut out the cross.
Nice.
Right position.
Oh, yellow. Come on.
Now Rabiot's taken down. No
That's
yellow.
a retaliation foul, baby.
Yeah, that was the Cunha again. The ball took a bounce, so I can, yeah. He wasn't trying to tackle dangerously. It's just the ball randomly bounced out of his path.
You guys ever watch older games from the 80s and 90s and the tackles are just like, hey, the ref just looks at you and just keeps running on?
Oh, yeah, it's completely
right
different.
up the middle again, and Danilo's just having a game.
Oh, nice slide tackle by Danilo.
Jesus fuck.
There's your cousin.
Where's he at?
It says, ooh, you can do it, Juve. I think you're the best team out of all 4 teams left in Europa League. I don't think he believes that.
He's just happy that Inter was 2-0 up. He was telling me he's getting the ticket to Istanbul.
Oh, boy. Inter. Kostic released wide. He crosses it. But again, just...
Wow.
Oh, man.
You have one job. It's in your name.
Hell yeah, Pulisic. Why not sign another always injured player?
When Juve are offered constantly injured players, one of the perks that the agent tells them is like great medical facilities, 24/7 J Medical.
Yeah, that's why Ramsey came.
And is this the half?
Is it?
There it is.
Yeah, that's half. Is Ramsey still ours too?
No, we canceled that contract. He's off the books.
Oh wow!
But we might get Arthur back. Zakaria. I don't know choose your pronunciation. McKennie, depending if Leeds actually. Yeah, let's look at the EPL standing. They lost on the weekend too.
It's looking very confirmed that.
They're 19th.
It's
no.
Even if
it's not completely far off. They're 2 points out of relegation. Sorry. I mean, and they played 30, so they have 3 games left. We don't know. It's a tight one. And Man City and Arsenal. I can't believe Arsenal's going to let Man City have it.
Yeah. Farhad, check comments.
I know, I did.
Pulisic should be a backup. Yeah, most likely.
I'm trying to get it, Dave, because I have my camera connected, my DSLR, but it doesn't show for some reason. But I guess we'll have to do it after the thingamajig.
He wants to hear your prediction for Champions League spots in Serie A. So your top 4.
For next year? Who do you think I am?
Or like for this, yeah, like who's gonna get top 4 in Italy?
Oh, just what it is now. I don't think it's gonna change.
What are we? We're at obviously Napoli, Juve, Lazio, and who's sitting in 4th now? Figure this out real quick. 4th place is Inter. Fuck those guys. I was hoping it was Milan.
I gotta be honest. They put in effort yesterday. That was really good.
Where's the guy who loves Allegri to mock all criticizers? So that's a dig at Dash. And what his MO is he doesn't just, and it's my MO, we don't want to hear just Allegri out. What then? That's the question. You can say Allegri out, but then what's the solution? And this is something that happens in the business world and in life in general. If you work for like a proper ass company and you go to your boss all the time and just give him problems, if he's a good boss, he's going to be like, next time you come to me, give me a solution to your problem. Because that makes you an effective employee, an effective person. So just saying Allegri out is not something smart to say. And if you have an actual solution, that's when you come in and you give us that solution. You don't just say Allegri out like you're some basic bitch ordering pumpkin spice latte. I'll move on. All right.
100% agree. 100%. All for it.
What's he saying? Pekka? It will all get out of our players. I don't know what he's trying to say.
I'm not even against Arthur McKennie and Zachariah coming back. Especially Zachariah. That was just one of the weirdest acquisitions of a player we've had in a long time that just did not pan out for some weird reasons.
So I think...
Wasn't he injured as well?
He was... Yeah, I don't know how he was healthy throughout this past season, but he was injured at one point with us. Or like last season, obviously.
What makes Allegri the solution? You want to keep cancer in your body because... Okay.
Actually, your body produces cancer constantly. So, yeah. It's just... I mean, your body has a solution to that as well. All right, Kevin, how's it going?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, it was a shitty half. You obviously don't look very good.
No, not thrilled about that. Started decently for 15 minutes and then dog shit.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Misak saying they collapsed, and then Zieling collapsed. Yeah, they definitely collapsed for like 5 minutes. 25, the 25th, the 30th minute, they absolutely just gave up.
Kevin, where are you? Are you on the toilet? And why is it outside?
No.
You on the toilet.
No, just
Come on, show us the views, baby.
yeah. Well, there's not much to see here. Just people smoking cigarettes and buying beer to drown their sorrows.
Yeah, I need a drink.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Have you been drinking?
A bit before. I tend to stop once I get in the stadium. But good Lord, people here are losing their minds. There's no patience with the team at all. Every time there's a back pass, just whistling. It looks like Alexandro forgot how to play football for a little bit.
Neil looks like the only defender.
We were talking about, would you rather have Rugani or Bonucci? Which one would you prefer?
You know, I know Rugani had a good last match and he's made some good cameos, but admittedly, Bonucci is one of the few players on the field who's looking forward and putting the ball forward. He had a
Yeah, that's
couple
true.
good looking through balls into the middle and is pumping the ball up. Like Rugani can't do that shit. But that's embarrassing when we're talking about our center back having some of the more proactive forward play.
Yeah,
Frustrating.
we hear you. We hear you. Hey, you paid for it, man. We're watching for free.
True. Who's the winner in this situation?
Yeah, seriously.
I still feel slightly robbed because I have to pay for a DAZN subscription and a Fubo subscription, so they get me twice. It's taking me from both ends. Dash here from work. Sorry, go ahead.
There he is, Walgani. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I hear you, Dash. I hear you.
First of all,
I mean,
can we talk
leaving
about
this match, go ahead. Sorry.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
Just leaving this match with a tie, if we are unrealistically even able to pull one back, going to Sevilla 1-1 is not a place any of us want to be.
Nope. And they play well in their own stadium. They typically don't have shots on net when they're away, but they do tonight.
Yeah, it's not looking good unless, miracle happens, which it won't. Yeah,
Is there better food at the Sox ballpark?
It's Italy.
I don't
The
know.
food here is not bad, but it's still a sporting event.
Yeah.
We're not.
I haven't
getting,
been to Chicago at all. I don't know. How's the food in Chicago?
How is the food in Chicago? The best.
The best. Okay.
Dude, it's a fat city, dude. But in a good way. Like, they know good food, so.
I need to have one of those Chicago deep dish pizzas at least
so
once,
good.
just so I know how much I need to hate myself.
I love it.
They're not good. They're not
stop
good.
I know. It's just one of those things that you do just so you know.
I enjoy it when we get them. It's a hearty meal.
Hearty.
For,
It's a hearty attack meal.
Yeah, it's fun. So there's a whole thing with it. You have the beers and everything. How dare you? It could have easily been like 3-0. I'm watching the highlights right now.
Oh yeah,
they
it
have
absolutely
it
could
way
have
too
been.
easy.
But I mean, it is still 1-0, and it is a new half coming up, so we really don't know. It could be anything. Oh, Dash is.
I mean, is Allegri going to have the balls to make halftime changes, or is he going to let this situation sit for another 25 minutes?
Yeah, he probably will. Dash, are you here, or just pretending to be?
I'm here.
What's going on? You sound like shit. By the way, nobody understands you. Oh man, is this the first time I'm gonna have to remove Dash from the stream because he's just such shit quality? Might be. Kevin, you're the man of the half though, so we care about your assessment. So you mentioned the crowd. Like, is it jeering or just exasperation at this point?
Could you hear the jeering when
They mute that stuff. It's
kind of zoom? Oh, they do. Okay.
no, you can't really hear it.
The game actually started with a lot of energy. So I was here for the Lecce match with my father midweek last week. Stadium was dead. So it wasn't totally sold out. Midweek game, 6 p.m. So not the great time, but pretty sure Curva Sud was on strike because there wasn't any singing or chanting whatsoever.
Yeah.
There's energy now. Like, I can actually hear them still singing now. So there's every opportunity for this place to just be electric tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And it was going really well for 10 or 15 minutes. And then just started just like half-ass tackles, not playing well on the 50-50s, having a chance to like move the ball forward, but just turning around, passing it back. And people are getting frustrated, sloppy passes, mistakes. Yeah, when they scored, the stadium wasn't supporting the boys as much. And then once the halftime whistle blew, it was Jeer City. I mean, just whistling the hell out of everyone. People are frustrated. This is a team we should beat, and we know that.
Yeah, they weren't ever going to be easy, but on paper, we should
No, it
definitely be
wasn't gonna
beating them.
easy. Especially at home.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's hope for a better second half. We don't want to keep you either if you need to head out, of course.
It's more fun talking to you guys.
Oh, come on.
Kevin, how's the weather?
Shitty. I think the rain stopped. I think I'd actually be like where I'm standing now. It's not covered, so I think I'd be getting rained on if it was.
Okay.
I don't know. The weather's been really weird. Northern Italy's been in a huge drought recently. If you've seen that in the news, it's been a big issue. But it's been raining a ton over the last 2 weeks, which Turin, Northern Italy needs it. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. But the weather kind of sucks.
Well, no, I'm
right
concerned though because I'm going to be there in September. Is the hazelnut crop going to be good?
now. Oh, I mean, I think it's all pretty much picked by then. But
Okay, well, save me a bag because I need me
good.
some.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those who want to know a little bit of Northern Italy Piemonte trivia, so throughout Italy where there's great regions to grow a ton of wine, normally you see olive trees growing alongside the vineyards. Like if you picture that stereotypical Tuscan countryside, you have olive oil going with the wine. But the climate's too cold in northern Italy to grow olive trees. So in Piemonte, you have hazelnut trees growing alongside the vineyards. And that's why there's a ton of hazelnut in Piemontese cuisine. And Nutella is actually from Turin, which has hazelnut as the base. So interesting fun fact for you.
No, it's cool. I did actually know that because I'm a bit of a fan of Gianduja is actually it's not
Okay,
Nutella.
yeah, absolutely.
Gianduja is the proper name.
Yeah. Yes.
So I did actually make my own one time, and it's so much better. So yeah, I'm looking to get my hazelnut on and my coffee on when I'm in Turin. Only for a couple of days, unfortunately, but I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to seeing you here. It'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be
All
quick.
right, I think folks are coming back.
All right, we won't hold you up. Thank you for jumping in.
Phones are up. Yeah, let's hope for a better half, and I'll see you guys after the match.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Forza Juve. Bye.
Forza Juve. Okay, so apparently we're getting Illing and Chiesa, according to David Elliott Talk. Misa calling it. Why am I not getting? I'm just getting commercials, guys. How are you doing over there? Are you getting? Dash is back.
No,
Right.
I'm live. I see it.
Can you hear me now?
I see him.
Okay, I haven't got it yet. Dash, Lucas, cover me. I'm doing the boomer break. Farhead's back anyways.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I think one of the thing is have they made any substitutions yet? Because I'm in the office trying to watch it
Okay,
while,
so this is what we're seeing. We're seeing Ilin and Chiesa warming up.
Okay.
Without their kits on, they're looking like they're going to come on.
Because the thing that I saw is that our middle of the pitch is absolutely atrocious in the middle of the park. I don't think Moretti was a good choice to to start this game, and then Locatelli has been missing some basic touches in the middle of the field. I think he needs to run with the gamble. He needs to throw in Pogba off halftime. If he lasts 45 minutes, he lasts. If he doesn't, it's better than what you have right now. Because Sevilla we're coming at the wings. They probably watched our pregame show yesterday and they made it, but. The thing is right now Kostic and Di Maria coming out from the edges isn't working. You need Pogba that opens up space for Di Maria in the middle, and Dusan, even though they're offsides, he's got to finish those because that's the one way.
Chiesa's coming on.
Okay.
He's coming on for Moretti.
Yeah, he needed to. Moretti needed to
Call
come
that.
But the one thing is with Dusan is even though they're offsides, you still got to finish those because nothing terrifies a defender more than that. When they're like, oh God, thank God that thing was offsides. because it's just his decision making on some of that finishing was atrocious, man. Like the one where he tries to do some weird outside of the left foot flick on the one that goes into the goalkeeper's chest, and then same thing with those opportunities. He's got to bury those, even though they're offsides. It's a confidence thing for him to get himself rolling, because it's just, even with that, I'm surprised that he's just not playing with that right foot again, because it looks like both of those were tap-ins with his right foot instead of his left.
Was this game a sellout? Do you guys know?
No, negative, almost. But yeah, Frankie's right on this one. Monchi's men did leak it to Monchi, so
We're becoming too dangerous for
I know.
our own sake. We've become too powerful.
Yeah, if you look at the Sevilla tabloids, they're quoting the Turin Giants for everything. They said Allegri will play negative football.
Or they just watched like 25 minutes of any game past 15 minutes.
Dude, I already learned, man. I learned how powerful we are when I pissed off Marco Messina. After that, I was like, fuck, I rethought my whole life.
So his life flashed in front of his eyes.
Dude, 5 minutes go by, man. I'm just trying to make coffee, and fucking everything falls apart.
I know. When you notice more than usual notifications, it's never a fun feeling. You almost started a freaking civil war over here, dude.
I did, man.
All right, look at this. Look at this run. As soon as Chiesa comes on, he adds a little bit of danger.
Okay, what time are we all at? I'm at 46:26.
I'm not even watching the game. I'm on my thing.
Well, then nobody cares about you, Dash. The other guys.
So Dash, just to update you real quick, Ilin took off Kostic, and Chiesa took off Moretti.
Which is good. Both of those needed to happen.
Yeah. Well, he did have the balls to make the change, so.
I still think he needs someone stronger in the middle. I think he's probably going to sub Di Maria off for eventually Pogba. I think Di Maria is going to be the next person off, just looking at the personnel that's on the field.
Oh, you're a kid. How's it going, buddy? Oh, he's
Okay, Sadie. Okay, hold on. Go.
We have kids and dogs on scene today. Okay, a bit of a toss in their.
Hello.
Okay, he's got taken on. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's like, oh my goodness, he sounds better than Farhad.
He does actually. It's crazy. So yeah, Rakitic tucked down Chiesa. He looked like he always looks like he's in a lot of pain. But we start off again. Di Maria Illing out for another throw.
All right, gents, I got another meeting I got to get into because people schedule 4:00 meetings. So
all right, go and enjoy your meeting.
Guys.
Later, bud.
And when my son was leaving, he spilled the entire bottle of water on the floor. So.
Beauty. I love it. So Juve does look like they want to attack a lot more here to begin with.
Looking dangerous. But that's going to fizzle out in about 15 minutes when
Quad gets tripped. That's got to be yellow. No yellow. Oliver's is like, what did I do? It's like, I'm pretty sure you tripped the hell out of him. Let's see here. Oh, I don't even think there was contact. I think Quadrado sold it.
Dave, what's the time? What time you got?
Oh, it didn't update. Sorry. Well, that didn't work. I'm at 48-47.
Oh, okay, cool. You're behind me.
I will link this up again.
Let's wait for this free kick. Don't worry.
No, I got it. I got it set up. So, yeah, it's cleared away. Okay, I am now synced up with the pick right there.
Cool. I love this feature. Helps out a lot.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I'm glad I figured this out as well. Bonucci on the knees.
Just old.
Yeah. No, I'm not hurt. I'm just old.
Just natural causes.
Whatever. He's not too much off my age, so I feel it. Di Maria up. Cleared away again. Locatelli deep down the left to Di Maria. Tries to save it. Nah, that's out. Goal kick. Again, very heavy passes. Billing already looking more dangerous than Kostic. Yeah, and what's this? Who was getting pissed off about what?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I think I missed something when I went to go pee. I was pissing off.
No, Lucas was saying how he was just trying to make himself some coffee and pissed off Marco Messina. But I don't know where he saw it. I don't think he was pissed off. Maybe there's like threads that I didn't see, but long story short, Lucas confused a couple of accounts, and
I thought, I thought it was FIGC or like the Serie A account. Not
okay. I know what we're talking about now. Yeah,
I didn't even know who IFT. Dude, I didn't even know what IFT was. I know who Marco Messina was, but I didn't ever watch any of their podcast stuff. So
now he's publicly saying that he's not an IFTV fan.
I don't know who they are.
It's all good. I don't watch them a lot. I
only listen to Turin Giants. I spent the last 10 years listening to
Listen, Dave, he's doing the right thing. He's towing the company line. I respect that.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Italy, let's see how he does defensively here. Keeping a mark on his man, not giving him space. Yeah, I gave up. Italy did his job. Cancel Lucas.
He canceled himself. That's the first self-cancellation in history.
I got to it first.
I woke up and he's already removed himself from our WhatsApp thread too. I'm like, because I was trying to tell him something. He's like, can you add me back in? I removed myself.
Yeah, I was confused, but
trying to explain all that to my fiance was the funniest shit ever. She's like, so what did you do? I was like, this. And she goes, okay, so how did you fuck up? I was like, I don't know. And she's like, is Farhad mad? I was like, he said everything's fine. He said, and she's like, so you're overreacting? I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, that's all I need to hear.
So she's the level-headed one in the relationship.
No. I was pissed. But pissed. But when he said it was a mistake, that's when I'm like, oh, well, that's fine. If you're not lying to me, then what's the problem?
So Dave, I'm the level-headed one in the house, but I'm known to not multitask well. So she's like,
no, you're a dude. I was
like, I was making coffee.
Nobody multitasks well. That's the thing.
She's like, so you were on your phone making coffee, and she's like, and you were sending 3 emails at the same time. I was like, correct. Yeah. She goes, and you were doing 6 things at once. She's like, so who's making the mistake this time? I said, me.
Yeah. Well, it was a lesson for all of us.
It was funny. Well, it's funny now afterwards. Chiesa gets a bit of a look though. Can maybe call a handball. Let's give him the arm, but they're not going to look at that. That'd be soft.
Oh, Jesus. I noticed we're not playing from the back as much, which is
Well, we've had a bit more possession, which, I mean, then you don't have to play from the back as much.
Nice.
But nice little win. That's Locatelli bombing up. He's taken down. We're waiting for the yellow. I don't know if we're getting it yet. It's Oliver again. Oliver. Yeah, no yellow. All right.
Dude, Sevilla, they look scared. They're looking scared.
Well, there's still lots of time. What we really need to hope for is obviously a quick goal, but to continue the pressure, because you got to get the 2. He is looking all right.
The issue comes, though, is when we get the 1 goal, it's like, what are we going to do after? We
can that's exactly it.
Okay with the tie? That's the issue.
No, because they can't be.
I think that's how we're going to play. I'd rather not get a goal. I'd rather just go into fucking Sevilla 1-0 than go there 1-1. And yeah,
I'm sure Misak's getting mad right now with
you can't win one. You can't play 1-1 there. The away rule, the away goal rule.
I'm trying to make something happen. But yeah, he shows his lack of experience. And I know Misak has mentioned that a few times. Illing in the under 23 sometimes makes some bad decisions. And we kind of saw it there. I mean, he always wants to just bomb forward. And I think that's one of his weaknesses. He's got to look for a pass maybe once in a while. But that would come with
I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see a game like today how Keane would fare as well.
Yeah, he's worth the look. I said the
Not
goals in this
necessarily
game
taken off.
Vlahovic would get taken off if Keane
Yeah.
came on. Pretty confident. But I said this game needed either a beautiful curler from Di Maria or just a trash goal from Keane. We'll see what ends up happening if anything.
Gets the job done. Yeah.
All right. Some discussions happening on the pitch. Gilles, I don't know, he's angry about something. Hill. They're calling him Hill. Brian Hill. But it's a G. Is that normal? What language is that? Where's he from?
What are you saying?
Wales?
Brian Hill, but it's Gil.
Wales? Let me see.
He's Spanish. Okay. So the G is H. All right.
He's at
Frankie's
the right club.
on. And Frankie's on that. He's from Spain. Yeah. You would know your Spanish speakers. I bet you like the love goes beyond just Mexico, right? It's just like anything Spanish. You would have loved the Miami Grand Prix. It was 2 Spaniards and a Mexican starting grid. Oh, Illing loses his man.
Here we go. Ah, all right, he's cooking something. He's trying.
Oh, I wanted that bad.
I love that he's going at it, instead of just crosses. He's kind of making them nervous with his
making me nervous.
I like it. I don't think they did much research on him, so they're kind of shell-shocked.
I almost wouldn't mind. Shit. Yeah, I don't know.
Wouldn't mind what?
Bonucci just switching to the right side and Danilo on that left. They want to attack through Quadrado, but I don't see it.
Tense though.
Everything's fine. Let's just leave it the way it is. Honestly, we look
Pogba.
good.
We need Pogba. About 3-4 minutes. We need Pogba.
Kevin is asking, is this a 4-2-4?
Don't forget.
I think it looks more.
I
think it looks more like a 3-4-3.
Sevilla is going to start wasting time more and more.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah, that's normal.
Other
I mean, it is Spanish. They're not too different from us.
Spanish. Yep.
Yeah, Ling was looking for the pass that time, but he was also well off balance by that point. Frankie's saying 3-4-3. Yeah, 4-2-4 is a weird one. I don't like that. 3-4-3 is still too weird for me.
That's what Del Piero was telling Pirlo he should do. 4-2-4.
Really?
I remember that.
4-2-4.
Yeah, he did it. He said in a press conference, "We need our wingers higher up." Everybody's like, "What?"
4-2-4 is a baller move. I don't think Allegri is sophisticated enough for that.
Oh, slip by Sandro right in his box.
The passing has gotten a lot better.
Yes. They are pressing high though, Sevilla.
Those Sevillians.
Trying to force it a bit.
Oh, see? And they did.
Yeah.
It's
Gets
too
to turn
easy.
over.
It's too easy to turn us for us to turn it over.
You were gonna say it's too easy to turn us over.
Something like that. I don't know. Oh, Bonucci's asking for a sub.
Interesting.
Attenzione. We need a
That's
we need
not
an
good.
we need an Italian speaking person, and only Italian speaking. Let's find a guy that has no English.
That we can't even communicate with.
Let's find our version of like a crazy uncle, crazy Italian uncle with a.
I thought that was Sam Adamo.
That's true, but he speaks no English, only Italian.
We'll get him to speak Quebecois French. How about that? Nobody'd understand him.
Another baller move.
But yeah, Bonucci is coming off holding.
Bonucci's holding his dick. God, fuck. That's great. That sums up our season.
That's
Bonucci
a good thing,
walks
though.
off.
That's a good thing.
It might be, yeah.
Gotti's gonna bring in a little
Milk's coming on.
for Bonucci.
No, Gatti. Okay, no, but Milk is coming on. It's Gatti for Bonucci.
Playing
Vlahovic
2-5-3.
is off.
Oh wow.
He is not impressed. I mean, really, Allegri's just throwing everyone out there and saying, fuck it, let's go. And I mean, it's kind of proven the point. If they don't do anything, it's a lot on the players too, like the quality. Because if you're throwing everyone at it, I mean, what else could you do? Milik's immediately taken over.
Milik's gonna score today.
Yeah, we got to sell those shirts.
I haven't had a delivery in a while. Another heavy
That's right.
pass, guys.
People have been thirsty for milk.
Oh, that sounds filthy. Jesus, it's like that meme where the girl's holding the other girl's hair.
Problem is, we've already made. It's 4 subs we've already made, right? It's still kind of early to use all 5, and I know we want Pogba to come on.
Damn, Lucas.
You don't want to expire. Wow,
Lucas's lighting somehow got worse.
We're just messing around with different things.
Lucas always looks like he's getting ready for a beheading video. It's really dark in there. There's nothing in the background.
just a guy with a dull machete comes on screen.
No, you know what I look like is those Middle Eastern videos that they would send over to the U.S. They have like
That's
the
what
captured
That's
guys.
what he's saying. Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's what he's
saying.
saying.
Yeah, I got like 4 of your Americans here.
Oh, Jesus
He
Christ.
is a ball and
gonna
it doesn't work.
They're gonna demonetize us so quickly. All right, let's go.
Oh, Locatelli! That's one on. Wow.
it.
That was not
was
bad. Good save.
Ealing.
That's
All
a
right, boys,
movement.
this is
Oh, that
getting
was
fun now.
That was Illing that
This is
got
good
that
work.
one.
Yeah. Look how much quality he's added since he came on. I love it.
Hey, Frankie, stop fanboying Dash. He's not even here.
Hey, buddy.
You know, a kid.
Have you guys ever had Frankie live on?
Yeah, he's been on before a couple times, and he always wears that ugly orange jersey. You know, the pumpkin jersey. A couple years back.
The throw up one.
Yeah, the
Halloween.
Halloween looking thing.
Nothing wrong with that. Let the man be.
He likes it. I
looks
think
like
it's
the pink
disgusting,
one.
but he likes it.
I don't remember last time I purchased a jersey. They've all been terrible.
Well, the last couple jerseys I got came from your neck of the woods there in Baku.
That's hilarious. I don't know how that happened. That is so funny. But that new one, I'm pretty sure we're gonna play the last game in it.
They're even saying this next weekend.
Sunday or
but
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
that
saying
looks-
Sunday.
That looks rough. That looks like a child designed it. That's
It always looks better in person, though. So
yeah.
We'll
with the
see.
we no longer have the patches either. That was kind of a the Italian flag patch was kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out in the end. I mean, they just leaked officially today.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they might as well capitalize on the hype.
Well, they do this every year, right? It's like the 2024 model comes out in 23 anyways.
Yeah.
You just market it before the next season.
But that looks terrible. We can agree, right?
I never like the jerseys when I first see them. So I just try to let it stew for a bit.
I mean, we got to see how the season goes, too. If they have a good season, I think we're all going to buy that jersey.
That's very true.
They go win the CL or something. Like, who's not going to own that jersey?
As a jersey itself, it's rough looking. I don't know why we can't have solid black and white lines. And all right, let's look at this Sevilla attack.
Frankie's got the home kit on right now, the Danilo jersey that he picked up. That was about a couple months ago. Danilo clears that one out.
Is something, man. The guy doesn't age.
How could you have two Jesuses on the team?
Well,
how does that work?
One is the younger version. One is the version when he's 33. You know how there's nowhere Jesus as a teenager?
Oh, yeah, it's that in-between time. He, blesses the bread and the wine, whatever, and then all of a sudden he's getting hung to a cross at 33.
Yeah, there's no teenage Jesus.
Yeah, I want to know what he got into. You know, I want to hear his teenage years, his antics, how he rebelled.
Apparently, I don't know if you believe the historians, he may have been rebellious.
I mean, he just started a religion, so he must have been a little rebellious.
Well,
did he though? Because he was I mean, we're getting into religion. Maybe we just
we're getting into theology.
There are theological YouTube channels out there. They're actually pretty interesting. I listen to them once in a while, and yeah, it's cool. Just go to one of those.
Send them over. Send them over.
How about this
idea? I love reading the Bible just for theology stuff, man.
Oh damn! Look at this dude.
But
seriously, we should.
You deep throating your microphone again?
What's that?
Look at that comment. Has Farhad suddenly swallowed his microphone? Oh, maybe because you just went quiet.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah, you went quiet. Oh, is that Milik taken down? Yeah, no call. Counter now for Sevilla. And El Nesri did a pirouette. It looked like lost the ball, and Cuadrado on the right. Chiesa on forward. Locatelli. Just not moving the ball forward. Di Maria has it now. Chiesa. Loca. Cuadrado. Back to Chiesa. Sneaks through. Farhad's playing with the camera settings.
I don't understand what happened to my mic. Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. It's just slightly quieter.
Huh.
Pressed a button or something. Illing's got it on the left. He's doing a step over.
We're looking to explore the middle of the park right now, then looking to get wide.
Check. Is this better?
It's all right. It's just a little bit quieter for some reason. Cross
in. This game looks like it's screaming Pogba. Just somebody who could be a little more creative in the middle. We're going to be looking to create in the middle. So maybe like a Pogba or Fagioli. Most likely Pogba because he could also shoot.
Yeah, you got 68 minutes. It's about time. Pogba is on the scene. I think we are going to see him. He was the one spread eagle showing off the jersey today.
Yeah.
I was showing my coworkers to see what they thought of the new jersey, and they're just like, why is his leg spread so wide open? It's weird. So Pogba is on.
Hold on. We got to find this picture, though.
Yeah, where can I find spread eagle?
Just Google spread eagle.
Oh, tinfoil hat time from Warrior Lambo. Maybe it just seems like it, but every time we get a German referee, we lose. I mean, I'm sure there's stats on that. That's why you need a stats guy, like a hard stats guy that just knows all the numbers.
He's not allowed.
Well, I mean, ref
Sorry, go
hasn't
ahead,
been
buddy.
that bad. There's been no bad calls, but I get what he's saying. There's that one
Listen,
German
it's
ref we
tinfoil
get
hat time.
very
You don't,
often.
you don't try to.
Yeah,
you
there's
don't
no
try to
logic here.
explain it.
Sorry. We are
By the way,
pushing up.
Today's 11th year of mine and my wife's anniversary.
Oh,
So,
congrats.
thank you, buddy.
That's beautiful.
And this is how you're celebrating it with us.
Yeah, man. I told her.
The only way.
I told her
I would have done the same thing.
she's doing her thing, kind of working and stuff, and I yell from the room, honey, I'm gonna go watch a Juve game on YouTube with my friends like a gigantic dork. She's like, okay, go ahead.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna go play with. I'm gonna go.
That's why you're married for
Go hang out
11
with my
years.
friends.
Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate you.
Yeah, Warrior is following it up. Yeah, we don't play well either. That's definitely part of it. Frankie's giving you congrats.
Frankie's a sweetheart.
All right, we win it back. Pogba's got it. Quad. That was a pass with the correct weight.
Look,
from
look
Pogba.
at the center of the pitch.
Like the nothingness
Completely
in it.
That's where
devout
Pogba should
of
be.
Juve players. Completely devout of any Juve activity. We're just barely catching up. The transition from defense to attack. It's terrible.
So Rakitic picks up a yellow, holding Quadrado back.
Like he needs to do that.
Oh,
Somebody
I mean,
tell-
that's when 35-year-old Rakitic starts to slow down and you make plays like
Oh
that.
well, I guess Rakitic is just one of those players that looks young, but you
He's
don't-
35.
you don't realize he's old as hell. Handsome player syndrome. Oh.
Sandro's trying to
Alexandro.
boss it around.
Oh, Alexandro lost the ball? What?
And
Almost got himself a yellow. God, what a
yeah,
useless-
the Sandro.
Why did he decide to do this? Can somebody tell me?
Oh, it's soft. It's a little soft.
Those newer boots are so. Oh wow, Papu Gomez.
Oh, Babu Gomez makes an appearance. Yeah, no. There's another 35-year-old. So that was really like what I was banking on. Is that their team's old, and eventually they'll just tire out. They're holding in so far.
The ref will call the whistle at like minute 80, just because everybody's so tired.
My wife
First
just
game
gave
to finish
"That's
early.
what she said" joke to me.
I love it. She there too?
Yeah, she's there. She won't come on camera though.
That's cool.
I won't let her on. She's in her work clothes. She's filthy. She's got to dress herself up first.
Can somebody come save me? Please.
Yeah. Well, she came down to my dungeon.
Was that
This is
was that a sound drop or was that an actual
no,
woman?
no, that was her.
that you tricked into marrying?
Well, we're at 15 years, so I don't know.
Wow,
We locked something up somehow.
that's awesome. Congrats. Oh.
It's like the Stockholm syndrome.
Yep.
No,
Does she?
it's because I'm lazy and I just don't want to have to go through any more work of training another man.
That's right. You've invested way too much into this one.
All right, get out of my dungeon already. This is my room.
Do you tell your husband is a YouTuber, or do you just admit you don't have one?
Oh, she's got no. She tells people.
I'm just kidding. When somebody gets a whiff of the fact that I have a podcast, I like tell them, if you tell someone, we're done. It's like a Parks and Rec that Ron Swanson didn't want people to know he's also a saxophonist.
Yeah.
It's like, no, if you tell someone I have a podcast, I will kill you.
Chiesa's working it down low. Does he win the throw? No, he doesn't. I thought he had a chance there. He's looking dynamic when he's given some space, but he does get closed down very quickly. Yeah, my wife's made a point to fuck on me more and more during my streams. She's a YouTuber herself, actually.
Oh,
But
wow.
it's all puppy videos because we breed puppies. So just puppy videos. It's basically cheat mode. You just put a puppy on something and everyone clicks on it. '75th minute. Sevilla's definitely slowing this game down now at this point. Trying to lock her in. It's going to get more difficult now for Juve.
Yeah, they put in Papu Gomez, so they're slowing it down.
Oh, Pogba just like working it on his head. That was like Harlem Globetrotters right there.
I thought my stream was stuck.
No, man, that happened.
Look at Danilo cleaning up Alexandro's plate again. Fuck. Yeah, look at his face. He's like, I know it.
By the way, while you were gone, Dave, Dash did say offsides.
Yes. Somebody in the comments like got really angry at him for that. It's pretty funny.
I'd be angry too. I hate it. I hate when people say that.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind.
This clip was a lot longer than I thought.
What are you trying to say, Bones? Like, why? You think I'm just like once I'm around, I don't let you go? Do you think that this is an actual dungeon? I joke. This isn't a real dungeon. There's no swings in the back. It's literally just a furnace room.
Look at Pogba. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god.
4. No, there's hang time there.
Yeah.
That's wild. He always does something.
You know, Juve is gonna, make a reel out of it with some cheesy ass caption and then a song and make a whole content about it instead of actually concentrating on how shit the team is.
Well, I'm pretty sure their social media manager has nothing to do with how shit the team is.
I know.
I mean, it's just like how when we were on the Twitch stream and we wouldn't say any of the Allegri comments, and then people were accusing us of not being for the fans. It was just like, it's not like we get paid for this or anything. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, we're doing this because we're the fans and you're accusing us? It's like, no, we just refuse to bring that shit up.
Yeah. So who's doing the Twitch right now? Is that Beppe?
Yeah, everybody's doing it. Mr. Hill. Bobby Hill.
Gosh dang it, Bobby. The teams are adding. I've noticed that the teams are adding more and more sponsors. Like they have like 2 just on the sleeves. Inter had eBay on their left shoulder yesterday.
Oh yeah, they're poor though.
The shirts are becoming way too just very, very South American.
It's only a matter of time. I think some leagues, like the Germans, are very particular about it. The Italians have some laws as well. Remember the old Napoli Lette one? How it was the big red background?
Yep.
They banned that. You couldn't have the background had to still be the color of your jersey. They did that a couple years ago.
Yeah. Oh.
Chiesa. Yeah, it's a yellow.
That's a good foul though.
Sliding into Rakitic. Fiorentina tied at 1-1. Roma winning 1-0.
Oh.
Yeah. He never had that.
Man, do we just suck at soccer ball? What is this? What is this?
Do people say that? Soccer ball? Do we suck? Do we suck at soccer ball?
No, it's something my friends and I say.
He'll just gets yellow too. Jesus, he's just throwing the yells around.
Fiorentina on Basel 1-1.
Yeah, Rakitic is getting the free spray. Got 10 minutes. Got to play some soccer now. No more football. So it's just nothing but shoulders and slide tackles. It also means no defense. You just go all out. Screw it. Yeah, they're definitely taking their time. The the coaching staff is not happy right now. But play resumes. Yeah, Frankie, like some refs will just let them play out, and then at the end of the game, like, no, it's the end of the game. I'm allowed to give yellows now. They don't seem to have a consistency. It's like those people on the highway that go really slow, but as soon as the highway goes to 2 lanes, they speed up. You know those people? It's like one of those guys.
Good job.
So Hill comes off and Lamella's in.
Who's that? Giovinco? No, it's Lamella.
Giovinco.
I miss him.
Dave has probably seen him play live.
No, I don't think I have. I went years without going to TFC game. I didn't even live anywhere close to Toronto for a long time.
Toronto. Oh, here
Pogba.
we go. Pogba. That first touch, man. Oh,
Chiesa, come on. He's down.
oh shit.
Pogba has it again. He's taking down the edge, maintains it. Oh, Rabiot taken down right at
Penalty.
the edge, and there's a yellow. No, that's out of the box.
Yeah, looks like it's out of the box.
It's a
That's what she
bad.
said.
Well, you have 2 boxes to aim for, so.
That's what she said.
Oh, that was out. Penalty right now would have been sweet. What's going on with Chiesa? Are they going to show him?
Oh, was he? Giovinco's a cheat in the old FIFA games. So this is a really nice position. Side of the box. Let's see who we have over this. It's Quadrado. Setting up the wall. There's 3 in it. It's a bit of a tight angle. It's going to have to curl in. See if it's the pass or the shot.
I don't think he's going to shoot it. Well, what do you know? Wow.
It goes out. Yeah, he just launched it into the crowd.
The quality of everything is just so low. Like, this is a dangerous position if you're a good team. You know what I mean? There's several things you can do. And he just chooses the worst option of neither a cross nor a shot. It's just a thing he did.
Yeah, that is kind of like in FIFA when you just hold on onto the button on the free kick. Just launch it.
Yeah, he's FIFA in real life.
Attempts on target 5-1. Oh boy. Yeah, that's just not good. And that's Locatelli's launch. Or no, sorry, Illing's launch.
I have to ask the question, though. Did we take Vlahovic out too soon?
I think you should have put Keane on just to trash ball it.
There's got to be something personal going on. I'm telling you, something will come out because Vlahovic doesn't seem like a happy guy.
Retake on the kickoff here. Gatti will restart the play to Rabiot.
All right, boys, gotta run.
All right, Fard's out. He's always good for a solid 85 minutes.
I'm like Di Maria.
Yeah.
Turn by
let's finish this one.
Locatelli.
Cross in.
Quadrado.
Oh, but Rabiot's getting taken down too. Are they going to look at this? That looked a little sloppy. Oh, nice pass by Pogba. The cross comes in. Yeah. I think they need to look at that.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looks like that hurt.
That might turn the...
That's
No, he
cleat.
gets the ball, but do they still call it because he cleated through? I don't know. That's very much up to interpretation.
That's very reckless.
Yeah, and see, it's reckless, but it looked like he got the ball first from that angle.
I told you, man, a penalty right now would be so sweet.
And Rabiot's tough, right? He doesn't just go down.
That's what she said.
Yes, I got it finally. I perfected it by minute 85.
Oh man.
That's it. I'm done. I promise.
All right, man. See you later.
All right, boys. Well, let me see what happens here. I don't want to.
Okay. He's not out. You're one of those long goodbye kind of guys.
He just doesn't want to be here if we lose. He doesn't want to be a part of it.
I'm from the part of town. I'm from the part of the world where there's a name for that, for people talking at the door when they're leaving.
What's it called?
It's like a door chat. You know, we moved on to the door chat where, like, my parents would have people over. We would be at the door for 15 minutes. People just standing in there, you know, fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
Yeah, like their jackets, everything on.
Yeah, ready to leave. Literally, that's me.
My wife is brutal for it too, and I'm just there like, fuck, just leave already. Like,
I love it, dude. I love hanging out with friends. So the longer they're there, I just, you know, if I'm too tired, I just walk away.
But you got to know when she's done, right? You don't want to make it awkward.
Yeah, but I also. Oh damn! That he was not going for the ball. That's for sure. Was he?
I think he was, but it was definitely a stretch.
It would be a harsh one, but I would welcome it.
I don't know if it would be harsh. It's.
Oh wow!
It's just how you interpret that rule. There's no penalty.
Oh, he's not giving it. That's whack.
Interesting. Okay. We'll see. Rabiot's not on the pitch right now. It's going to be a corner.
This would be hilarious if this causes a goal. That would be the most Juve 2022-2023 thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know. We just got to try to focus in for a few minutes. Good hang time by Pogba to force that ball or high. It's towering. All right, got a minute.
All right, boys. Hopefully I'm good luck leaving and we score. See you, boys.
All right, take care. Oh boy, we don't want this one to be a loss. This is not what we want.
Where's Chiesa? So it looks like Chiesa's on the left, Ilan's on the right. Okay. Man, we've tried everything.
It's
does
not
beg
looking
the
not
question
looking
of
good.
quality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Problem is, you don't want to go into another game thinking you just don't have the quality.
Well, they do have the quality. It's just they can't put it together.
Yeah.
This would be so Sevilla though to do this. There's still the weight leg. And there is the 90th minute. 6. Six minutes. Oh man. I don't know if that's good or bad. Frankie calling for Bonucci not to start ever again.
I just don't want to see the Bonucci Alexandro combination again. I don't. I thought he started to look better, but yeah, it was a rough game by Bonucci, but also I think Alexandro too.
We have to be fair to a point. We give Chiesa, Pogba a lot of slack because they're coming off injuries and trying to get back into it. It's the same with Bonucci.
But also, it's like you question the midfield. If they would have been a little better, would they have been put in so much of those situations too? So
perhaps
maybe Fagioli over Moretti, and
regardless, it was a bad mistake.
Yeah.
5 left. Dumped in. Gets knocked up. Pogba gets on it. Oh, man, the skills. It's taken down. Nothing. Milik. Back to Sandro.
Again, I don't see a lot from Milik at the moment.
Pogba taken down. I don't think that's going to be a foul. So Locatelli looking for it. Long quad. He's going to do a step in and a layoff. There we go. Pogba. Oh, Milik tries. Gets blocked. It's a throw-in. Gatti, last man back. Everyone's going forward. Quad taken down. That's going to be yellow.
That's a good foul. Damn it.
Mella. Killing some clock as well. This is not a good final few minutes. Let's hope for some magic.
No.
Very, very stressful. Sandro with it now. Chiesa.
Oh my god.
He's maybe doing. No, what's he doing? Back to Sandro.
Yep, we're going nowhere.
Sandro crosses. Back to Locatelli. Quad. Pogba calling for it. Rabiot, too much of a touch. It's out for a goal kick. Pogba was just yelling for it. Final couple minutes. Oh boy. You just gotta run Danilo on the left at this point and let Gatti or Lugani play. It has worked the best. You really can't deny at least just what we saw.
I think it can't get much worse, so I 100% agree.
But they played well. That's the thing.
Yeah, and I think obviously we made some defensive errors today, but I don't think defense is the issue. I think the chance creation, the very little goal opportunities this season is the issue. So if we could find ways to get more players up the field in advanced positions, I'm all for it. You're
That's
100%
true.
right.
Chiesa doesn't make a good cross.
I mean, this is atrocious. It's amazing that we're ending 1-0, because Sevilla really didn't create a lot of chances for themselves to score more than one, but they for sure deserve the win.
Yeah, doing this at home, that's going to be the big talking point. It's going to piss a lot of people off. I don't know. I'm getting to a loss of words here on really what's going on. But here's another chance. Cross in. No.
Illing's just not a right-sided player. Why did they? I get that they're trying to help out Chiesa, but then, gosh, wow. Give it back to Gatti. That makes sense. Gatti goes. Wow.
Yeah, trying the long cross, going for some Hail Marys. Chiesa, though, it's kicked out for a corner. Just make something of it. You got to make something of it. Just cross. Danilo, Pogba. That's it! Yes, it's fucking there it is! It's Gatti! Fucking Gattino! There you go, Frankie.
What a hero! El Gatto Gatti. Ouch. Gatti.
Oh, Danilo, Pogba,
Wow.
Gatti in the net.
Put the ball in the net. Soccer.
Oh my fuck. That's ridiculous.
Holy fucking hell. I need to go eat. I'm hungry. I've had enough of today. I got the same face as Gatti right now. Red over it. Let's go. Let's go. For Gatti, I put on my construction hat. For him. Construction worker to soccer player. Beautiful. Wow, look at her. She's happy. Look at him. He's happy too. The leather jacket at a Juventus game. I love it. Just put the ball in the damn net.
Oh, man. It's like my body had to reset there for a moment.
Blow the whistle. It's it. We go home. Go to sleep.
There's the whistle.
Go to sleep. Got after Dave. Yep. Gatti starts forward. No more Bonucci. Only Gatti. That's it.
That's the match.
That's it.
Match.
No Rugani, no Bonucci, only Gatti.
So Frankie begged to come in here. So here he is. How's it going, bud?
Vamos, Gatti!
Oh man,
that's my go. That's my go right there. That's my starting center back. Always, he gotta be.
Yeah, we know you love him. We all love him. Oh my.
Oh man, that's the second. That's a second goal for him, right, in Europa League.
You would be the guy that would know those stats. Oh, he went dark. He went dark on us. People saying Bonucci is the past, Gatti is the present. Warrior Lambo with the Fino Alifina. Yeah, well, that's part of it. It is still just the tie, but a lot more comfortable, perhaps. I don't know. It's not a loss. It could have been worse.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we could honestly play worse. in Sevilla. I mean, we created very little chances for ourselves. So if we could create chances and we could defend the way that we defended, like after our only goal that we conceded, if we could defend that way, I we have a strong chance, honestly, going into Sevilla. But
yeah, we can't look like that.
It's just weird saying that too, because it's like, I don't know. These are games, like Kevin was saying, we should be winning at home.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You should.
Sevilla, though. Respect to Sevilla, though. But still, like, it's a home game. We should be winning.
Yeah, so that was his second goal in Europa League and his second goal all season. His first goal was against Sporting and that 1-0 win.
There you go. There you go. Stats up on deck. Thank you. Is that why you blacked out? Because you had to switch over?
Yeah, I had to switch over. I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone right now, so I had to switch over real quick.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And of course, you got the the Mexican flag in the back. Juve, man.
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, you got it all. Love it.
I got the Mexican. So I got like a Mexican flag in the back. I have like the Juve like display that I got from my family for like a birthday, and then I have like this like a random Jimi Hendrix poster that I've had for like 7 years.
Oh, nice. I got a bunch of the displayed stuff. I got stuff in front of me and behind me. That one right in the corner that says "Leave the gun, take the cannoli." That's a display.
Yeah, I mean, what a what a game. Oh my.
Okay, so what was your reaction? Like, did you completely lose it? Were you breaking furniture like I was?
Oh man, I was going crazy. I mean, my mom's in the living room. She's probably over there like, what is wrong with this kid? Because I was screaming so loud. And then my window was open too, so all the neighbors definitely heard me.
Nice. Love it.
But yeah.
Oh man. And yes, people, Fagioli.
Fagioli.
Fagiolo. But no, I said Chiesa today too. Like, oh boy. But yeah, Fagioli was not there. There for the next one. People saying, let me tell you one thing. Pogba helped the team big time. Yeah. He is world. He's just the next level. He really is.
Yeah.
Some of those passes he was making were just it's something we desperately needed in that midfield for sure.
Bones is just the fragiolo. Yeah. the slang Italian, pasta fragiolo.
That's the frijol.
Oh, he's saying it the Spanish way, yes, obviously.
Yeah, like a bean.
Yeah.
Like a
frijol.
The frijol.
Like a Frito.
But like Italians would do that too, or at least like the North American East Coast types who say, "Oh, pasta fagioli." They will like actually say, they don't say the rest of the word. They're slack-jaw at it. Ellie's in.
They don't say fagioli.
Yeah, they don't say the rest of it. It's a lot like the French Canadian, where you don't know what they're saying because they just forget to pronounce the last half of the word, so nothing makes sense. Farhad's back. You're back.
Hey, Farhad.
All right, I got to do my boomer break anyway, so it's good that you guys are all here. Farhad, pretend you're podcast host.
He's muted.
Did I know what I was doing or what?
I mean, Gatti got to play, man. That's all I got to say. Gatti got to play. He got to start.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Awesome.
See.
Wow. That was wild.
Beautiful.
Sevilla been. I'm gonna have to watch the way you guys celebrated because I was upstairs hugging my wife. I brought the iPad to her, and I said, "Let's watch together." We used to watch all the Juve games together, and that was awesome. So that was a fine little.
Oh, Kevin! I don't know who has access to let Kevin in.
Oh yeah. Ah, damn. The fuck. Son of a bitch.
There we go.
What's up, boys?
Yeah, was that crazy or what?
I'm all covered in beer.
Nice. Are you serious?
A lot of beer showers. And I lost my voice screaming "Got!"
Oh, that's awesome. Wow. But they were pissed. They were pissed about the added time. But I felt like before we kicked the corner, it was still before 96 minutes. So I think we're fine. But either way, I don't really care, to be honest.
No, of course not. But I mean, they were wasting a shit ton of time too, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, somebody just mentioned that they better not complain.
no leg to stand on. My question is, what happened to Rabiot? I couldn't tell at all.
He got cleated in the side of his leg when he went for the ball by one of the defenders.
That looked like it hurt.
So was there a legit PK claim? Because the Juve bench went nuts.
I
And
thought
Bonucci, I think,
it
almost
should have
got
been
kicked
one.
out.
I thought it should have been one, but I guess he clipped like the ball just enough to where it's like I would have been soft.
Dave, Kevin was wondering if that was a legit PK. I don't know. To me,
It's up to debate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really hard to say, and it was aggressive, but he did get the ball first.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Check the tapes. Yeah.
Wow, that was wild. Are we doing a post show?
Yeah, well, we are. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, right now. But did I know what I was doing or what?
If you want to claim credit for that, sure.
Please, can I? Come on, man. Man, that was awesome. All right, boys. Congrats again.
Yes.
Completely changes the next game completely.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah, when did you
Anyways.
go on? When did you go on? You know
Yeah,
what you
just
have to
win.
do.
Yeah, just win. Win in Sevilla. Okay, Misak saying it's a stone cold penalty. He always takes the hard line, though. You can always trust him for that, which you can appreciate. I mean, just call it for what it is. Yeah, Bones saying it could be called both ways. Yeah, you can't do that in the box. Yeah, I lean towards that it's probably a penalty. To be fair, I don't know. How did it seem in the stadium? Like your angle's probably shit.
No, I didn't have a clue. You just see Rabiot go down and the Juve bench go nuts. And even after Rabiot came back on the field, Bonucci like screaming at the fourth official, like violently. I'm surprised he actually didn't get carded. But yeah, it was just hard to tell.
Yeah, and Ellie's saying I believe it's a penalty and a second yellow card. And that's interesting too, because a second yellow would have really changed things up as well. So thank you, Ellie, for that. That would have been game changing.
And like everybody, like the air got sucked out of the stadium as soon as everybody was lining up for the kickoff after Gotti's goal, and you see the referee like touching his ear, like he was gonna go back and like review something to prevent the goal from happening, but it didn't last very long.
I love Peepo's tinfoil hat shit. He wants Sevilla to be his biggest representative.
Oh, how did the Roma game end up?
It was 1-0.
No, they tied it up. Let's see real quick. So final come on, internet. Don't give up on me.
Say hi to Maurizio.
Oh, Maurizio. Sorry, my internet gave up on things here. Oh, yeah, okay, no, it was the other game. Yeah, it was the Fiorentina game that got tied up. Sorry, so Roma won 1-0. Yeah, so 1-0. So Roma ahead. And then let's check the Conference League.
West Ham, I believe, won their game.
Well, Basel beat Fiorentina 2-1. And yes, West Ham beats Alkmaar 2-1.
Yeah.
Oh, so Fiorentina dropping one. Jeez. Okay. Well, Bone says I saw Far call Allegri himself. Beppe is so furious. Okay, yeah. I could see I'd be all riled up right now.
It's a 1-0 at
Gaetano,
home.
very, very bad performance. Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was guys. I mean, it's exciting that we got the goal at the very end. Like, it's something to end on a positive note. But one shot on goal, I think, through 90 minutes. I think Samuel Illing Jr. had the only shot
Yeah,
on
he
target.
had that shot.
Yeah.
Like 70 minutes in, and
Yeah.
we have no fucking clue what to do with the ball. We like the same way we just pass in a horseshoe in our defensive third. Once we get up into the offensive third, we do the same thing. We just pass it from one wing to the next, and we have no idea how to put in a penetrating ball.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do. Allegri doesn't, like, with Pogba, Milik, Chiesa, Illing Jr., Rabiot out on the field. We should have a clue on how to create something. We don't have a clue.
Nope. And Fabian here, I love how everyone's getting on the Rugani train here because no Sandro in Spain. We need the Rugani. Imagine at home you're playing under pressure. What happens away? So let Gatti and Bremer, if fit, play. Even Moretti should not play. Yeah, I'm surprised Fagioli didn't get the start either.
Moretti was bad. He didn't have a good match. He played soft. He was soft.
Yeah,
And that's like the worst adjective you can use for an athlete.
Well, he is pretty soft though. That's his biggest weakness.
That's been Moretti this whole season. He's been very soft on the ball.
Yeah, he's got to hit the gym this summer.
He's got to hit up Ronaldo. See if Ronaldo will give him the gym regimen real quick.
And people thinks Allegri was very brave with his substitutions, and Dusan is really thinking of leaving. Perhaps, yeah, just trying to look at how his face was after the substitution. But yeah, I think that's
ripped off his
he looked
cast
angry.
or arm wrap. Yeah, wasn't good.
But that being said, yes, the fact, and that was what we were discussing at halftime. Like, will Allegri have the balls to make those changes right away, or are we going to wait till the 75th minute? He actually made those changes. Pogba maybe a bit late. Maybe he's still. We don't know how healthy he might be, right? But
Man.
yeah, I think there's a positive call out there for Allegri making those changes.
Yeah, I mean, I was very surprised because usually, Allegri, he'll go and do his substitutions like literally super late on into the game. But for once, we got some early substitution.
Yeah, you work in a bank? I need to open up a bank account or something.
Somebody's needing to open a bank account over there. Is that what I hear?
In Malta. In Malta. We've got an international crowd here.
Oh, that's awesome. Are they heckling you now?
Yes.
Awesome. If you need to go, that's fine. We won't keep you around.
I will drop off here. But that's
right.
that's my parting comment, though. I think if that was Pipo, I mean, we were surprised at halftime. We were saying Allegri wasn't going to make changes until like 25 minutes in. To his credit, he did make the changes, but it's very evident the way that he's coaching this squad, they don't know how to create anything. And when they do, it's through individual brilliance or set pieces, like how the game ended.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, on that note, thank you, Kevin, as always. We always
absolutely.
appreciate
Good
it.
to see you guys.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
Take care. Have a good night.
All right. Forza Juve.
Fino alla fine. All right. Yeah, Gaetano, we can't win this Europa League with this bad performance. Probably not. Probably not. Allegri needs to be more smart with his formations. Juventus needs more young blood. I think the formation revolves around who he has at his disposal and what kind of, not what he wants to do, but what he kind of needs to do. Misak saying the lineup was bad. Most of the lineup was okay. There was a couple bad pieces in it. At least this time we made justice for ourselves. Yeah, we should have, of course, done better. Justice. There's some sort of consolation. I don't feel as horrible now. I'm not just like moping away tonight. I'm like, okay, whatever. We're still in this. Dash saying, to be honest, our veteran players were ass tonight, and Dash is an ass man, so he would know it. The veterans were ass.
Yeah.
That's why going back to the substitutions, putting a lot of the younger players on. Chiesa, though, if we want to take a bit of a negative, because I love the kid. I love the kid, but he's not looking good. You'd have expected perhaps by now you would have caught a stride. What are we thinking?
I think he's not been the Chiesa of old, and it's starting to be worrisome for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I almost would have just liked to just see him stick on that right side because Ilin offered nothing on the right side. So
he dropped off immediately.
Big time.
Yeah. Frankie, I know you're a big Chiesa fanboy as well. How you feeling about it?
Man, it was definitely exactly what Lucas said. I feel like he should have stayed on that right-hand side. Once Illing moved to that right-hand side, like he was saying, it's non-existent. But on the left, he was just offering so much more in the attack than Chiesa. Chiesa, I felt this game was just kind of like, he was just kind of there. He was just trying to get some kind of something done, but he was just getting constantly just taken out. Well, at least Illing was he was getting through, he wasn't 100% getting through all the time, but he was getting through a lot more than Chiesa.
Yeah, it's we hope for the best regardless for Chiesa. It's just tough year coming off that injury. People saying Moretti not ready. Sorry guys, is he ready for a loan? That's my big thing. But where I'm going with him is that he definitely needs a solid loan at like a mid-table team. Even I think he's worthy of that.
Loan him to Brighton. They can take him over there and have De Zerbi coach him for a year.
De Zerbi. I don't know. I would keep him in Italy personally. But yeah, just De Zerbi fanboys. That's all that is.
send them to down to Gatti's old club that's coming up to the Serie A next season.
Oh, was it Frosinone?
Yep.
Yeah, they're coming up again. Classic Frosinone. All right, good for them.
The problem is
Moretti
should have been sent this season. You're in a weird predicament now. What do you do with him? He needs minutes, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Catano saying Chiesa's not him yet. Just when it's taken, I don't know. How do you put the timeline on it? It's so difficult. A lot of it's mental. I understand. A player of his caliber, you really just want to see come to life all of a sudden, and he hasn't gone that yet. So we hope that 3+ weeks left in the season. Get a couple months to work on things. We might have a different Chiesa next season. I just don't think we're quite going to see it yet in the next few weeks. If we do, man, bonus. But it's patience. Patience is all we need. From Ellie had some amazing moves, but his last pass was bad. Yeah. There's a certain level of polish that he's missing at this point. He's got the ideas, but he can't quite put all the pieces together yet. I don't know. You guys want to add on that?
I agree. I just like what he is right now. He's coming off the bench. That's all I'm saying. He's not a starter yet. And I just think that today, if he would have stayed on the left side, we would have seen more of that. It's just, unfortunate that they did the swap. I don't think it worked out well. But I think one player that's not being talked about, and he's not a veteran for us because he's a veteran in the game, and that's Di Maria. I'm still not impressed with him this season and would like to see maybe Chiesa start over him next game. So,
well, they have done that a little bit more and more. So he very well might do that. It's this one, Sunday, this one or Monday? I know we play on Monday soon.
Sunday.
I think it's Sunday.
Yeah, I think this one's a Sunday still. I'm gonna Cremonese.
Let me check.
Cremonese and Sunday. Yes, okay. So it's the next week we play on the Monday.
But that game we need to rest some players.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Yeah, because then we play Sevilla again.
So, but I would really like to see. I don't even know what to think of Vlahovic anymore either.
Do we have to talk about Vlahovic? Is it that point where we're starting to talk about it, I guess. That's what we're saying. We're at the point where we're talking about the breakup.
Yeah.
And we've tried to be behind them so much, but it's getting so difficult. It's like right now we're staying together for the kids. You guys feel the same way as me, or like am I starting to overreact?
No, I mean it's right in the sense because it's like we're constantly defending him, being like, oh, he's not getting, he has to get more acclimated. We're always here trying to like be like, oh yeah, he's good. He's just right now he's in a bit of a rough patch, and every single time we try to defend the guy, but he's not doing anything to help his case.
Oscar's really trashing the ref tonight. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, you can pull up that picture in the Discord I sent. That is Rabiot's leg after the tackle.
Okay, let me look at that.
It looks bad for sure.
It is bad.
He may have to miss a few modeling shoots.
Oh no, there's new jerseys to model.
Yeah.
All right, my thing is wigging out here, I think. But I'll get it up. I'll work on it. Yeah, Bones asking why we moved Keys to the left. I still question it. I have no idea. I always liked them on the right. But yeah, my Discord's completely wigged out. I don't know what to say. I'll try that some other time. But Oscar, yes, back to the ref. Bones, I think Keane deserves more time. I thought we were going to see Keane. I've been calling it. I said from the beginning of this whole, like, starting to pregame it, trash can Keane. And that's the other thing I want to pull up at Discord, which isn't working, was Frankie's beautiful photoshopping of Keane that he did last night at 3 a.m.
It's so bad. It's so bad. They're so bad. Oh my goodness.
It's so funny because, I mean, in full disclosure, I wake up in the morning, I let the dogs out, I feed the cats because the cats have to feed while the dogs are outside. Otherwise, I mean, they just get their food eaten. It's pandemonium. And then I get to go do a poop, and that's when I catch up on things. Everyone's happy, and I'm in my throne. And that's what I got to poop to this morning was your amazing photoshops. So I loved it. I was giggling on the toilet. It was great. But yes, Discord is all sorts of fucked up right now. So sorry, I can't pull it up. People saying sell Dusan Vlahovic because his mind is elsewhere. Maybe we need a young.
Bring in Morata.
Yeah. Okay. Now, so you're on the Morata train, are you?
Yeah, I am. I think definitely as a backup striker, if we don't end up going with, and if we don't end up actually like confirming Milik to stay, I would love to have Morata back. He's out of contract at the end of this year.
Yeah.
I think getting him on a free, because Juve love their free agents, and just offer him a contract.
And I don't think he would be give me 10 million type of free agent. He'll be like, yeah, I'll give it a couple million, 2-3 million.
Oh, I mean, Morata loves Juve. He would come back if given the chance in a heartbeat. I mean, he's always said he would love to come back to Juve and end his career there. Mm-hmm. And he's not doing bad right now. I mean, he's the top goal scorer, tied with Griezmann at 13 goals for Atleti.
Yeah, that's not bad. Lucas, do you have any thoughts on Morata?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Nice.
I don't even know if he comes back as per se a backup, maybe even a third string. I think it really just depends on what happens with Milik and with Keane. Because I think if Keane stays and we don't go with Milik, I think Keane needs to get more minutes because he's younger. But Morata could play the wing as well, and I think that's very huge to have somebody who could play the wing if we do look to let go of Illing, let's say, and just take advantage of the extra profit. But I'm always going to be for Morata coming back. It needs to be in the right market, the right ideas and all of that. If we let go of Vlahovic, I don't think Morata's the guy you bring in. I think Morata's just that luxury player that if we keep Vlahovic, we have someone like Morata, kind of like what we were doing with like Danny Osvaldo a few years ago and even Vucinic, just kind of some of those older guys that could just play squad rotation roles that just love the team. Yeah. So I think we need that. I really I think we need it. And I don't know how you say no to it, honestly. I don't know what Farhad was saying. He's like, no. I'm like, why not? If he's third string, we're doing it with Milik and Keane right now. One of them are going to go. Probably Keane. It's like, bring in Morata. Why not?
Yeah, and we have to really think seriously. Are we playing in Europe next season? If we're not playing in Europe, what's the squad going to look like? And who are we going to keep? You're probably not going to keep Vlahovic, so you cash in. And if you're not competing in Europe and you're not potentially competing in Europe for the next 2 years, there is no pressure to get top 4, 5, 6, whatever. As long as you don't get relegated, all you have to do is build up a strong core and do a proper rebuild from scratch, knowing that it doesn't really matter if you finish first or 17th, essentially.
And I know everybody wants this whole youth revolution with Yildiz and some of these guys, but it's like at the end of the day, like we're not having a good season. So it's not like this youth is really showing us positive results as a club. They're individually having great performances, but it's not resulting in us having a good season. We have a young striker, so it's like when you have a young striker that starts, you need to have old guys behind them, and that would be now Morata, now Milik, the milkman. Got to sell those shirts.
Yeah, so let's just hypothetically say we can't compete in Europe for the next 2 seasons, and we don't need to invest in a top striker. Then, yeah, you cash in Vlahovic, you have Milik, then potentially now Morata and Keane. And you cycle between those 3 guys.
I think Keane goes either way. Unfortunately, I actually I think Keane is better and brighter than Milik, but I just don't see Keane. I don't see you having 2 strikers that are young. I think Keane goes no matter what happens.
But you wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. You have the 2 old guys. You have Morata and Milik, the 30-year-olds, and then you have Keane, and you just give Keane more playing time and try to develop him for a year or 2, and then once he's developed, then he can decide if he's good or not, or then cash in. Again, it doesn't matter if you finish first or 17th. You're just trying to rebuild the team, and that could be a good investment piece in either cashing out or getting this guy enough playing time to the point where, yes, maybe he should play at the top level. Because he's still young as well.
Yeah, for me, I don't see it. I think if we're not playing any Europe at all, I think it's Morata, Milik, and then you look at someone like a Yildiz or someone just completely as your third string young guy, and you just work with old guys that just love the club that's going to put up with just fighting in Serie A.
Well, you can't really bank in on a Yildiz though yet either, because I mean you have to let him play in the under 23, the next gen first before you can even consider that. Right?
Like someone like him, just young, and will play some of the Copa games, let's say, but to just play in Serie A, it would be Morata and Milik for me at least.
Yeah. And it's of course hypothetical. It's just the fact that he loves Juve. He would have come on a free. It would be a very economical option. 30-year-old, I mean, decent, having a good season. So
yeah. I mean,
I know other channels would very negatively go against what we just said. But anyways, Frankie, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're going to talk about like a young striker, come in maybe like if that Moise Keane does end up leaving, I did post it in Discord, and it is obviously my Mexican bias, but he actually is a really good striker right now, specifically for Feyenoord, and the reason why they were doing so good in Europa League, the reason why they're at the top of the table is Santiago Jimenez. He's 22 years old. He's young, He's this guy's on 14 goals for the season in 29 matches, so he's pretty much scoring a goal every other game. Like he's a good player. And he's half the value of what Keane would be essentially as a player, like money wise.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of options, and I mean we're not scouts that really scurry all these minor leagues per se, but yeah, there probably are gems like that, like you mentioned, that you can pick up on.
And we could have these conversations, but at the end of the day, if we bring in a new sporting director, the last thing a new sporting director is going to want to do is bring in old players. Like he's going to want to show his new ideas and show why he's in this new position. But yeah, I mean, the Feyenoord striker for sure, top player. I mean, Feyenoord's had such a good season.
Yeah, man, they're doing phenomenal this season.
They really have. But yeah, if we do bring in Napoli's guy, I don't see Morata coming back, or like it's going to be a brand new revolution for sure. That is needed for sure.
It is, yeah. Something's needed. We know that. However, it turns out. And that being said, Gintoli is looking more and more likely as the days pass. I don't want to say it that it's official because it's not, but it's looking pretty good at this point. So we'll see. We'll see. It all kind of gets the check mark and Juve officially announced. Hopefully soon, but more than likely after the end of the season. So
yeah,
another month.
Like it's pretty much 100. It's pretty concrete that it's gonna happen, but yeah, don't want to count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah, exactly. People trust Keane more than Dusan. I think I do too. Keane has better positioning with Pogba. Will make a difference. Yeah, we haven't really seen that matchup at all, right? So maybe we need to.
I don't know about positioning per se, but I think what Keane gives you, it's like even when he's playing bad, he still gives the garbage goals. So maybe that's where you mean my positioning.
Yeah.
Vlahovic puts himself in really good spots, but he just does not score ugly goals when he's playing bad. And I think that's the difference between Keane and him. And ultimately, that's why Vlahovic starts more, but because he needs to be out there for 60 minutes to find a way to score. But Keane can be out there for 10 minutes and scores. But the weird thing is Milik, because of how cheap he is.
Yeah, he's super cheap. And we're getting corrected by Ellie. Morata still has 1 year on his contract. That's me. I misspoke. I was pretty confident. My memory horrible.
I could have sworn he was only until 2023.
Yeah, I did as well.
Did he get an extension? I could have sworn he was.
Are we going to fact check live? He was the most trusted source of transfer market.
He got a I think he got an extension until 2024.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. So
yeah, they had an option to automatically extend his deal, and I guess they went through.
All right, you got me, Ellie. Sorry. Thanks for correcting us. Or me. It's all my fault.
I could have sworn he was done in 2023. Yeah, that's what I had seen. But I guess he got an extension.
Look, if we're gonna go anywhere to the past, any player for me has to be Verratti. If we're going to go anywhere, if we're going to go backwards, quote unquote, in any sense, not Morata, it's Verratti, man.
Bring Mandzukic out of retirement. Put him on the wings.
Oh, it's
that
the guy. It's the love story that should have happened long ago.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved to see Verratti definitely in his younger years come to Juve. That would have been phenomenal. But, I mean, even now, I think I would take a Verratti, but...
Yeah, I would too. I mean, if we're going to go with anybody old, anybody over, if we're talking about players like Morata, bringing the past back, not that Verratti played for us, but he was a player that's been linked since he was at Pescara.
Especially if Rabiot is pretty much going to be going to the EPL at this point. I mean,
yeah, I see it. I see it every day.
You bring in Verratti.
But I think Verratti would come with at least competing for something. Yeah. I don't know if he'll just come for the vibes.
He did in PSG. He didn't compete for anything at PSG.
I was going to say that he's used to not competing for anything over there.
But like if we get banned from competition, right, where there's just no chance of competing. I don't know. But Evgeny Brodavkov, if I said that incorrectly, please tell me, because I'm sorry, not the greatest at all the languages, but sending greetings to Kev. So right on. I guess ran into him probably in turn. Kev was here not too long ago, so sorry you missed him, but yeah, let him know. All right, so Dash says he's coming in 10. So that's on him. He's gonna have to take over for me. I gotta go do wife stuff in a little bit, but we'll go on for now. I'll just do the old high five and dip out. Okay, well, what else is there to talk about? I mean, it was the 1-1 draw that took the 98th minute. 2 games in a row, actually, to go to the 98th minute.
Yeah.
But what I would like, I guess, talk about quickly is I would just like to see the guys that came off of the bench today start against Cremonese. I would like to see Chiesa start. I would like to see Pogba maybe get 45 minutes in. Just keep pushing the ladder on him, just because mentally he seems to be more ready to go than Chiesa, and physically Chiesa just seems to be better. So I don't know how you work with that other than give Chiesa a start. I know that's such a crazy thing to say, but give him a start and maybe Pogba, maybe a start or coming in at halftime. We need to see some of those guys. Like Chesney and Perrin says, I'm not opposed to seeing at least Perrin start for Cremonese. Chesney needs a rest, get his mind refocused, ready to go. I don't think
that's fine
today, but
yeah, Tech hasn't really played bad at all. Might have had a couple moments, but for the most part, he's been pretty solid. But yeah, sure. Perlin's awesome. Put him in.
He got sent the wrong way today, Tech. But I mean, it's just unfortunate defending there. He was caught.
Yeah, I know that wasn't his fault.
I thought he played fine, but I think if he doesn't get rest, maybe he may not play fine.
I think for Cremonese, we got to see the Rugatti duo. We got to see Rugani and Gatti play, and probably Danilo. Let Rugani be that center, play Danilo on the left, and you gotta have Gatti on the right, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what you do. I like that. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be rotation again. We're going on, I think something like 64 games. Don't quote me exactly on that number. Of having a different lineup. It's been since like 2021, like where we just don't have the same starting 11. It's crazy. We can't keep it the same, and it won't be the same. What are Thursday? So 3 days time. Man, it comes so quick. Man. All right, David here. To be honest, I think the way that the game ended, I felt like a win, and maybe a less than for the away game. If we tied in the 60th minute with a boring ending, I think our chances would be worse than now. Actually, perhaps. Mentally,
I think who scored at number one is huge. I think the symbolism of what Gatti is, of feeling like the past and the future at the same time. I think the symbolism of who scored is huge. I think scoring in the end shows our quality, shows our fino alla fine mentality and our idea that we're never out of any single game, even if we play poorly. I think gives us that confidence in Sevilla. It's like, look, we played bad and still tied. I think that mindset is huge. Huge. Because like I said, I don't think it could get any worse than how we played today. So it's like we can only look up, and it really shows that like this is all you have, Sevilla. Okay. This was our worst against your best. So maybe we go there and it's a 2-1 win. So
he almost got it stolen from him too. Milik almost came in and stole that goal.
Yeah, and we never did go through the stats, but here it is. We had 59% possession. XG was 2.1 to their 1.5. Total shots 11-13. Big chances 2-3. Chances missed 1-2. Accurate passes 85 to 78%. Fouls is 9 to 17. Offsides 3 to 0. Corners 5 to 4. We kind of did all right on the stats, honestly. It really didn't look like that. 429 passes to their 266. You would have expected an attacking Spanish team to maybe do a little bit better in that department.
Minus the shot on target. We had good stats except for the shots on target where we literally didn't have one until Illing, but yeah.
Yeah, and offsides. But yeah.
Sevilla did not play good. It was just we played bad.
And that's what exactly, because that's what I'm trying to point out. Like, we're trashing Juve so much, but
Sevilla came out flat. They came out flat. It was just
like they didn't really show like they could win over 2 ties at all. Like so I am confident going into the second leg for sure. Maybe an outside neutral maybe that doesn't know Juve that well or something, or doesn't know Sevilla that well or something, maybe might look at this game and think, ooh, the name brand Juve didn't win. Oh, maybe Sevilla's got that underdog in them. I don't see that being the case here. I think if this game ended 1-0, though, I think it's a different story for sure.
Yeah.
I think we go in there with less confidence.
Speaking of confidence, Dash is on his way in. Better late than never. He is still in his work polo.
Oh, look at this cutie. He looks good.
Hey, yo.
Look at him.
Trying to go out to dinner or what?
Yeah, no, I was trying to take Gatti out because Gatti's the only person on this team that can finish for some reason. But
don't you love him?
Well, the thing is like I'm really pissed off. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I'm legitimately fuming because I honestly was like I spent 95 minutes watching utter garbage.
You are pretty red today.
I am. Well, it's just fun, but the thing is like I'm more mad at our more experienced and senior players than I am at the younger guys. Like the sad part is our season has literally been defined as the next gen keeping us up. Like we're not performing well because again, our starters are absolute meat. Like my thing is this, and this is what kind of irritates me is like Locatelli, outside of sliding really hard at people, what do you bring? I have not seen this man dribble the ball, have a successful touch, maybe one or two good passes. But the thing is why I'm starting to get irritated is I see a midfield of Locatelli and Rabiot, and they literally do the same thing. They tackle people very hard. Like can we be honest here, folks? I have not seen at this point, Gatti has delivered more dimes than Locatelli has. Like, let that sink in for a minute.
Dash, I will say, I think Rabiot and Locatelli work when you have a Pogba out there, opposed to a Moretti.
I understand that, but they didn't have a Pogba in there until the end of the game.
Yes.
So you have a Moretti who isn't a ball playing midfielder, or he is, but he's not strong enough to be that guy. Because, like for example, if you have a Miralem Pjanic and then you have a Pogba, or not a Pogba, a Rabiot and a Locatelli, I'm okay with that because Pjanic can move the ball. Moretti can't move the ball. Pogba, yeah, he can move the ball. He can dribble because Pogba's the only person in that middle of the field that I've seen actually take people on and beat them off the dribble. Where it's like, for example, Chiesa, I love this kid, but holy hell, man. Like, if you look at Chiesa, if you give Chiesa an Xbox controller, he's literally sprint and that's it. Because like if I look at Chiesa's movement, it's just put head down, run forward, and then weak pass into the middle where it's just like half the time I'm like, dude, relax. Because like I was furious when he switched with Illing because Illing cooks on the left because it's Illing's foot placement. The way that Illing runs works on that left wing. Chiesa, wanting to try to start something himself, goes in that spot and shifts Illing over, which again, Illing's not good on the right side. And then it's like, okay, Chiesa, you're here. What are you offering? Lowers his head, runs straight to the touchline. That's it. And the thing is like, Dusan, for me, Dusan needs to pack his bags and leave Turin tonight, in my opinion.
There we go.
I'm sorry, because the thing is, I said this at halftime. They're offsides, and we dogged Alvaro Morata for being the king of offsides, but at least the dude finished them. Dusan's doing some weird off-brand crane kick on the first one and absolutely misses it entirely. And then the second one, he cuts over to his right side, even though the dude has no existent right foot. Like Paulo Dybala has a better right foot than Dusan Vlahovic, and Dybala doesn't even use his
Paulo. It's bringing Paulo into it.
I'm saying it, but I look at it, and then Dusan does this weird outside of the foot Trivela in a terrible angle with his left foot. And again, offsides, yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter, it won't count. But if you're a striker, you finish it. Even if it is offsides, you bury it. Alvaro Morata, hat trick against Barcelona that was offsides. He finished every single one of those chances. You need to, if you're a striker, if you are, again, the dude, because right now I'm about to go to Rocco Comiso and hand him a card that says, thanks, man. You conned us out of 80 million. Like, let's be honest here.
As they lose to Basel.
Like, yeah, right? But the thing is like I look at it again and I want to support Dusan. Dusan with an amazing goal against Lecce. Awesome goal. And then a free kick-esque goal against Atalanta. And then it's like you look at him at this game against Sevilla, and then I'm like, what am I watching here at this point? And then same thing, and I'm not, Milik was absolute trash as well. Like, for example, Milik at the end of the game could have lined it up for Chiesa to slot it into the corner while Chiesa's on the right. The dude doesn't even look at him and kicks it right at the defender. To me, it's just Allegri's system is let my offensive players cook. That's literally Allegri's offensive system. I will make sure that the defense is organized. I will let my strikers and midfielders dictate play. It's how a lot of old coaches did stuff. But like, and I'm almost going to turn into Misak real quick. But like, outside of Pogba, our midfielders have no clue, even if you bought them one. Like for me, it's like I sit there, I'm like, okay, throw a penetrating ball. It's like I sit there and Locatelli has a brain fart and crosses it on the other side of the field. It's like, dude, relax. Like the thing is, it's the same thing with Milik and Dusan. Check back in, 1-2 out wide. That's all you need to do. I don't understand why these strikers, Dusan, Milik, and sometimes Keane just feel like hugging the center back. Like the center back doesn't love you. He makes you sound like he sounds like he does, but he doesn't.
They like when they whisper in their ears, all those naughty things.
Like out of all the wingers that we have, I respect Illing because Illing goes up to their right back and says, all right, buddy, I'm going to take you to the dance. You might step on my feet. I might step on yours and I might sit you on the ground, but I'm going to do it. For me, it's like Chiesa looks at a defender and he's like, oh, let me cut on the outside because I'm not going to cut in because I'm too afraid. Like, dude, like Chiesa, man, you're a professional athlete. At this point, it's either you sink or you swim. You get hurt, you get hurt. Right now, you're not helping your stock at all. Let's be honest. It's just my thing is like I understand you had the documentary dedicated towards you to coming back. You're back, you're playing, but like at the same time, it's just like, dude, like come on, man. Like Federico Gotti's willing to take the ball coast to coast, dribble and put a shot and get a penalty against Freiburg. And this isn't me trying to gas Frankie up because it's honestly, it's facts at this point. Where it's like, for example, Rugani of all players is sitting there stiff arming Zapata against Atalanta, where Bonucci's sitting there grabbing his groin like, maybe I shouldn't have started today, huh, guys? Maybe I shouldn't have leaked some bad news to certain people so I could get my playing time back. But
yeah,
like,
so actually, I got some official. Bonucci has an adductor problem.
He's had the abductor problem.
Yeah,
it got re-aggravated. It got re-aggravated.
He's done. Just bench him. It's fine. He
got to be done for the rest of the season. He has to.
And then this is where I kind of put Allegri. I hold Allegri to the fire for this one. How do you start three of the slowest players as your starting back three? What world does that make proper sense to you? Sandro, he can't fully sprint. Bonucci, you guys saw that counterattack where everyone's like, for the goal that they scored, where the hell is Bonucci? The dude's sitting there, like legend still says Bonucci's still chasing that counterattack right now. That's how late he was to that one.
He was still in the midfield. He was in the midfield still. I was like, where is this guy? Where is he? Bro's in the midfield.
We meme and we laugh about Rugani, but at this point, I would rather just start Gatti, Rugani, and Danilo. If Bremer's injured, those are my three that I'm playing.
We said this all before, but you're doing it a lot more animated than any of us.
I'm sorry. I'm just heated. I'm just like really, really heated. And I'm probably going to get clipped and taken out of context. And everyone's like, look at Dash lost his shit, but fuck it. It's fine.
Yeah,
but
some guy was calling you out earlier for being an Allegri stan.
An Allegri stan? Well, okay, great. Who are you going to put in? Zidane? Those people that call me an Allegri stan are the same nincompoops that want Zidane as the coach, and then they're going to be like, what the hell happened? Like seriously, there is no coach right now who could seriously, if you put him in right now, would change anything.
If anything, today proves just what Dash just said. I mean, these players, these are sorry players. A lot of these guys that are still making the mistakes are the players that we gave sorry to just like were used as pawns and chess pieces, right? Because that's how he coaches. And now you have Allegri who's just like Dash said, just go out there, express yourself, figure it out, right? Because you're professionals, you have won things. Who am I to tell you what to do? These are not the players to do that. Moretti is 19 years old. Fagioli just got back from Cremonese. Like, this is Serie A is still not his niche. Keane, who is Keane at this point? Like, he's got it in him, but he doesn't at the same time. Vlahovic and Milik are basically the same player, and it's just like you can only have one. And these are sorry players that need to be kind of let go, and you bring in a few more of Allegri's pieces, or you just scrap it and bring in a new coach, and you call it as it is, and you rebuild the entire structure from ground up. What's the smarter financial move? Maybe keeping Allegri, giving him a few more pieces, getting rid of some of the guys that don't fit that type of scheme, and you call it a day.
All right, sorry, because my processor was optimized.
Like Dave said, he threw everything out there, and it's just, do we have the quality, yes or no?
I disagree with the Rugani's weak comment. Yeah, we have a video clip of him absolutely stiff arming Zapata.
I'm about to say I went and I found that.
Frankie,
true.
Frankie legitimately has a clip where Rugani, like Zapata's coming in, Rugani literally just says, "Get off me, man! You're too small."
Like Zapata is known for being like a big tough
big
striker,
bruiser,
and he made him look like a child.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I actually have to head out. I mean, I put 3 hours in, so I mean, by law, I think I have to move around anyway. So, Dash,
I got it.
You're in charge.
I'll run it for another 10, 15 minutes.
Right on, guys. Thanks. It was fun today. Maybe we'll make some clips of the crazy shit. We'll see what happens. Peace out.
Goal,
gosh, I'm so curious who called me the
Have a good night, Dave.
It was like some random. I've never seen him before in the chat. I don't remember.
What was the question, Dash? I'm sorry.
I'm curious who called me the Allegri stan.
Oh, hold on. I'll find it. That was funny, dude. I started dying laughing.
I'm just very
just
curious.
Clipped me laughing. I was just laughing like, what?
Because like the thing is like I love it where if you like give an objective argument where you say, hey, you can't do this. Oh, you're an Allegri stan.
Oh, his name is Ari Riai.
R-E-Ariahi.
He happened at 3:50 or like around that time.
I don't think I
never seen him before.
What did the comment say?
Shit, hold on.
It was just like, where's the guy who like something Allegri?
Yeah, where is the guy who loves Allegri to mock all criticizers? It happened at 3:50.
I'm right here.
I mean, that was I start dying laughing.
I know, but the thing is like, and that's how I know that someone doesn't really watch the entire clip of context. Because the thing is like, I'm not sitting here and saying, oh my gosh, we got to defend this guy with all. There's times where I've said, hey, his starting lineups are terrible. Today, his starting lineup was terrible. Previous games, his starting lineups are terrible. I'm saying that because the thing is what irritates me, and this is one of my things where I'm low-key kind of calling out some Juve content creators and also some people on Twitter. There's not a gray approach anymore. It's either yes or no. There's no, well, hey, this kind of stinks, but also look at the benefits of this as well. There's none of that anymore. Where it's like, for example, I saw this one argument between a Milan fan and a Juve fan where the Milan fan is saying our Milan starting lineup is actually technically a little bit better than the Juventus one. And I was like, okay, hold on. That's first of all, I'm sitting in my set. I'm like, that's kind of bait, but I also understand it at the same time because here's the one thing about Milan that's different about us is Milan's midfield knows how to move the ball forward. Our midfield does not. We have better wingers. Milan has ass wingers besides Leao. We allegedly have better strikers. Milan has Olivier Giroud and Mimi Origi. But like, sitting there and I'm like, that guy makes kind of sense. I totally understand it. But the Juventino in the Twitter thread was like, no, you're absolutely mad. I can't believe you're saying that. It's like, bro, like us as a fan base, we need to stop living in absolutes. Like I'm here.
Past.
That too. And having unrealistic expectations. Because like, for example, I've seen other people say, well, the team Juve is built is made for the Scudetto.
What? With fucking 19-year-olds?
Really? Really? And this isn't me dogging our team because we had probably one of the most unfortunate seasons ever. One of the stupidest seasons, and it's only going to get worse.
And we're still in second place. Just throwing that out.
Points wise, yes, we're still in second place, barring whatever Coney and FIGC want to do with us. But look, I'm going to be honest with you. Our next gen is one of the main driving forces that's keeping us in second place. So it's a terrible season. Yeah. By 9 Scudetti standards, it's a terrible season. Isolate the season by itself and you look at the certain external factors, we actually pulled it out, unfortunately. And KB says penalty. Yeah, I saw that. I thought it was a penalty because that to me was ridiculous. You go in cleats first into a dude's calf as he's shooting the ball. You're obstructing a goal scoring opportunity. I think that's a penalty.
Yeah, I got pictures and stuff that I put in the Discord.
If it was
You can look at
Argentina,
them.
I was gonna say if it was
Horrible.
Argentina, Messi would get his 12th penalty in the World Cup. So if that was the case,
And if you want to say, which is just a funny argument to have on its own, if you want to say Milan have a better start in the lineup than Juve, then I will agree with you, sure. But then there has to be one determinant factor of why they're in second and Milan's in fifth, and then you have to look at the coach. So now we're just gonna say, all right, Allegri is better than Pioli, which will send a lot of people in flames too, because a lot of people think Allegri is the worst coach on the planet.
Because the thing is like Milan's midfield gels better than ours. That's the honest truth. Like their midfield, same thing with Inter as well. And I'm not sitting here sympathizing for those other clubs. Like bleep them. I hope they both lose in the semifinals, but it's not possible. The thing is like their midfielders gel a hell of a lot better than ours. Because like the thing is they have the correct pieces. They're just not the best quality. Like let's be honest. Like they have
a Bishop. They have a Rook. They have their Knight. They have the pieces in the right places. But like you said, it's the quality of those Bishops, Knights, Queens, whatever it is, right?
Exactly. And that's the thing there. The problem is right now is we're running 2 Rooks and a Bishop, where you might want to have a Queen instead of the Bishop in the middle of the park. So it's like you can't, we can't sit there and just be like, oh, we can't be absolutely bonkers of it. I'll answer that question perfectly well. Why did Milan stink so bad yesterday? Because their wingers are absolute garbage without Leao. Because Junior Macias one-on-one with the goalie decides to send it into the stands. That's the thing. Milan's midfield did decent. It's just, when you don't have Leao as your out route, your whole offense is stifled. But like, for example, again, Inter's midfield, Mkhitaryan and Barella and company. It's just better quality.
No, it just shows why we can't just throw Ailing out there. It's not easy to be a winger. People just think anybody could just go do that position because there's so much leeway on the defensive side that they don't need to be so strong man marking wise and stuff. But it's like you still have to know what to do when you have the ball in 1v1s. And yeah.
The thing is, good. And the thing as well is, like, for example, when you don't have Leao, Milan play differently, because the thing is when you're Inter, you have to be afraid of Leao, because Leao literally dribbled Napoli for the goals in the Champions League. You don't have Leao, it's a different story. But again, as a unit, their midfield gels better than ours. Our players might be better quality. Like, for example, Pogba's obviously miles ahead of Tonali. Let's be real here. Same thing with I think Locatelli and Benacer. I think Locatelli has a bit of an elbow over Benacer. But again, Milan play with a double pivot in the middle of the pitch. They have a player, Tonali can pass the ball, move the ball forward. Benacer is the defensive cover. And then Brahim Diaz is almost like their poor man's Dybala in a sense. For them behind their striker. Again, they just don't have a striker and they didn't have wingers. That's why they didn't have an offensive threat against Inter. So Inter was like, hey, let's press. They're not going to do anything. Good friend Wings of Winter. Indeed, their midfield gelled well. They have an understanding of each other. We've made so many wrong passes because our players don't understand each other, and changing coaches won't help it. Thank you. This is probably the most biased or the based take ever. Because, like, for example, you look at some of the passes we make, you look at some of the zones, the spaces, and everything that we're occupying. It makes no sense. I was watching it and a coworker said, that looks like a pickup game, not a professional game. And I'm like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Because it's the honest to God truth. Because, like I said, when you have a Rabiot and a Locatelli and you don't have a conductor, you don't have a Pirlo, you don't have a Marquisio, you don't have a Pjanic. Because the thing is what Pjanic did, because our midfield with Pjanic wasn't anything fancy or anything like that. But what Pjanic would do, Matuidi, you cover this area, you do this. Khedira, move over here, do that. So Pjanic is the guy that's over. He used to touch the ball 100 times a game, easy. And he's moving the ball, dangerous on the set piece, all of it. Where it's like, for example, for us, we want Di Maria to be that guy. And I just don't see him as that guy. I think Di Maria is you get him isolated on space on the right wing and he makes something happen there. I don't think Di Maria in the middle of the pitch is really anything special in my opinion as a number 10. I don't like him there as a number 10.
No, Dybala would have did the job better.
And this is and this is where I kind of sit here, and Dave and I played the huge what if situation where what if we never bought Dusan and just kept Dybala, because we're almost playing a system where we kept Dybala, where Dybala would have actually done decent in. Because the thing is, we played 4-4-2 the previous season, didn't work for Dybala, it made no sense for him. This year we're playing a 3-5-2, where the second one is the striker in the hole. So it's just like it just blows my mind. Like, I think we absolutely got duped by Fiorentina. Again, Dusan had the calendar year for goals and etc. But if you guys can't sit here and objectively look at Dusan and say Dusan is a one-dimensional player, you got to take your glasses off, man. Like, you got to take the anti-Allegri glasses off.
So teams sell their big name players for two reasons. Either A, because they don't think they're really that good, like let's say Vlahovic, or two, they have somebody better like Benfica did with Darwin Nunez and having Ramos in the back. Fiorentina went to go buy Cabral, who scored today actually. But they had to go buy another player to replace Vlahovic. So they didn't have somebody better in the ranks. So either A, they didn't think he was really that important to their team and they could just go find literally anybody else at 24, 25 years old. Like, it just, they duped us with Berna, I think, maybe.
They did. No, they 100% duped us with Berna.
I still like Berna, and I think he was misused a lot.
For $6 million a season, that's ridiculous. He was way too high for the place he was at.
They did not dupe us with Chiesa. He just had an injury, but I think they maybe got us again with Vlahovic. Unless we could find a way to sell him for good money to a PL team and just kind of break even and call it quits, I don't think we really got duped.
I love you, Pipo.
Call up Arteta right now. Arteta, man, we got somebody for you.
Yeah, and David saying also Tonali and Benacer have played together a couple of seasons, already learned to gel and with each other consistency. It's roughly about two to 3 seasons that they've played together. Rabiot and Locatelli have played together for 2 to 3 seasons. It's just that Regista role we've never filled out completely. And then Gompachiro wants to watch Inter lose. Personally, I'd rather see Inter go to the final and get like 5-0 against Manchester City or Real Madrid. That's more entertaining, because you want to know what's funny? All of these Milan and Inter fans are saying, if we make it to the Champions League, our season's a success. It's incredible. But when Juve loses to arguably the best Barcelona and Real Madrid team, they're a bunch of losers. Let's laugh at them. Ha, 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 ha. And now they're going on their PR campaigns to say, guys, cheer for us because we're going to get slaughtered in the final. But we brought Serie A justice by going to the Serie A or to the Champions League final.
Yeah. Wasn't it about all the friends we made on the way?
Yeah,
all the Sheffrin and Coney friends we made on the way.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I just sit there and I just laugh, because if you're a Juventino and you support any of the Milan teams in the final just because of Serie A, like, please just hand in your jersey at this point, because how can you support a league that's essentially backstabbed us twice? Because if they go in the finals or if they win the final, Serie A gets that money. And to be honest with you, I don't want Serie A to get a dime after what they've done to us.
First year in my life that I've not like when I was talking to David about it. Like, normally I do support Italian teams. Inter, it's tough. But like, even like when Conte was there, I was like, okay, if they win the Europa League, it's not the Champions League. Like I like Conte and like I like Italian teams. There's a lot of Italian players at Inter. Like, I'm not going to root for them, but I won't be like super. But like the last 2 years of like, especially this season, I'm so like, I don't really want Serie A teams to win, right?
I saw Fiorentina lost. I celebrated.
I was just like, the last 9 years when it was just Juventus, they're like, oh, it's bad for Serie A. It's bad for Serie A, you know, that these teams are not doing well. But it's like now, like, I don't care anymore. It's like, if they lose, they lose. Like, the Italian national team is shit right now. Like, Juventus were the only team to really try to improve the league the last 9 years. Nobody appreciated them. Like, we lost to the two best, arguably, teams in history, or like in Champions League history at least. And it's like, should I go have that same approach if Inter loses to Man City's best team in history if they win the CL?
You clown them. You clown them just like they clowned us. That's my thing.
Why isn't there needs to be the same energy?
And the funny thing is, so I'm not gonna quote him verbatim, but I love this one time where someone asked Giuseppe, our good friend Giuseppe, "Hey Beppe, wouldn't you be happy if an Italian team won the Europa League or something like that?" And his answer was like, "No,
Yeah.
no. Why would I be? All those teams wanted to destroy us. Why would I celebrate an Inter Cup or a Milan Cup or anything like that?" Where it's like, yeah, I obviously our rivalry with Inter and whatnot, but why would I give them that? Kudos they won, just like we did to Napoli, but it's stuff like that. Like we remember all the crap that people said to us the previous 9 years. Bones is asking, do you think if Rabiot leaves and McKennie comes back, you think McKennie would do better because the same thing? I feel like McKennie's a better passer. The problem why McKennie moved is Locatelli, Rabiot, and McKennie all do the same thing.
Yeah.
They almost entirely do the same thing. The Locatelli's a Regista is a failed project. I'm going to be honest. It's a failed project. He hasn't shown that he's evolved into a Regista, hasn't displayed any capabilities of a Regista, which is fine. I have no issues with that because that just wasn't his thing. But if you have all three of those on the same team, you literally have three players for a single slot, and it just makes no sense.
I would make the argument, Bones, that I think Zachariah could do the role better than McKennie. If we're going to talk about who deserves like a revival, right, on the three lone players coming back, it's definitely for me Zachariah. I think he could replace.
And then Gumpachiro saying, nah, bro, if they make the final, they'll park 11 players inside their goal and win the most boring final. To be honest with you, as much as I believe you there, I think it's just a quality gap between the other bracket and the Italian bracket is way too big. Unless the Italian teams literally throw all their players into the net.
It doesn't help that obviously Elkman did it a few days ago, but it still doesn't help that our higher ups are saying there's such a gap between Italy and England. Like, what does that do psychologically when you're telling your players, all right, we're going to park the bus for 90 minutes against who we're being told is still superior than us?
Yeah, and Inzaghi doesn't. He's not a park the bus coach either. Neither is Pioli as well. So they're more so kind of soak up pressure and do quick counters, not like a hunker down and keep it low. JJ is asking, I'm starting to wonder if what this team would be without Allegri. Would we be seeing the same stuff? This team may just not have it in them. So my response to this question is essentially look at the Sarri and Pirlo teams and just subtract Ronaldo's goals. Subtract all of like 36 to 33 of Ronaldo's goals those seasons. You would get the same product. Honestly, you would get the same product. The only difference is we probably perform worse. It's honestly because the thing is that's the one thing I haven't seen different over the past 5 years per se, since again Allegri's last season. Same thing. It's how Sarri coached. Pirlo kind of tried to change the mold a little bit, just didn't have the experience to really go for it. But when you have players that can't play make and you have an old school coach, like for example, the reason why Carlo Ancelotti is very successful at Real Madrid is because Carlo said, let me shore up the defense and then let Modric and Toni Kroos cook. Because, like, for example, it's not Carlo Ancelotti that schemes that off. He'll say, hey, here's some weak points on Man City. Here's some things that we need to look at. But no, he trusts Luka Modric. He trusts Toni Kroos. He trusts Valverde to make plays on the pitch. He's not. Have you ever seen Ancelotti yell at his players on the field? This is Ancelotti most of the time. Allegri is the same way too, in a sense, but I think I've seen him be more animated this year than I've ever seen him before. But it's
the argument that Ancelotti is an attack-minded coach went out the window when his Milan team lost to Liverpool because he just told his players, all right, it's good to go. Like, the guy's been I'm going to let my players go do what they want forever. And it's because it's like, it's a final piece coach, right? When you have the experienced players,
he's a luxury. He's a luxury coach.
Yeah, he's a luxury coach, and it's kind of like what Allegri almost was post Conte. You build it, and then you kind of let it go and do its thing. You maintain, you freshen up with some new pieces, and then when Allegri wanted his a whole new revival of the squad, they said no. Okay, We'll bring in a.
And again, one of the reasons why PSG is looking and monitoring the Allegri situation, because they think that, again, they are an Allegri away. I kind of
Yeah.
disagree with that. If they do lose Messi, I think that might free them up to buy a better midfield, because I would build that team to Kylian Mbappe and drop Neymar. But that's my opinion. But like, for example, PSG has an endless wage bucket, and plus Paredes will be there too. So Allegri will be happy for that. But you give Allegri a PSG, you give him a Real Madrid, hell, even a Manchester United. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he'll have them play some nasty football, but he'll get results because, again, they just have the endless wage budget, and then you have, again, a coach like Allegri that just is the cherry on the top. Do I think Allegri is a great foundational coach to build something? No, I don't really think so, because he doesn't really have a philosophy. It's not cortomuso, guys. He does not play cortomuso. It gives you the illusion that he plays cortomuso, but Allegri is, again, like a Zidane, like an Ancelotti,
Yeah.
a low block, high counterattacking team. It's honestly what it is. You want cortomuso, you need to watch, some tactics
Atletico
back in the.
Madrid.
Yeah, you
Atletico
watch
Madrid.
Diego. You look at Diego Simeone. The second a Diego Simeone team goes up 1 goal, everybody apparently gets cramps on the Atletico Madrid roster. Everybody either falls down,
Or
everybody either
even
pulls something.
Antonio Conte was way more defensive. I mean, his back five were way farther back on the low block than Allegri's, and I think people forget that. It's just they offered so much crossing ability to just dropping dimes on Llorente's head. You could afford to have guys farther back, but Kostic and Quadrado are dribblers, not crossers. But
well, I think Kostic. Yeah, I was gonna say I think Kostic is a crosser. Quadrado, obviously. The thing is, Quadrado is a makeshift right wing back or a makeshift right back, because Quadrado's entire wing plays on the edge, and me and Wings of Winter right here, same thing as well. Carlo Ancelotti knows how to utilize the players he has in midfield. He puts focus on the midfield and works through the middle of the park. Allegri could never do this, especially now. Allegri did when we had a better team. I think Ancelotti is better than Allegri in that regards, because Ancelotti's been through it. Ancelotti's been to the promised land as a player, and he's also been to it as a coach. I'm not saying that Allegri's better than Ancelotti. Allegri's the discount version of Ancelotti. So, like, totally there. But it's one of those things where when you look at an older style coach, the older style coaches, the old school coaches like to trust their players more. Like, for example, the difference between Pep and Ancelotti, Pep gives every single player an instruction on what to do. If you've seen All or Nothing Manchester City, that breaks down Pep Guardiola's coaching style. Great watch for anyone that's a tactical nerd like myself.
It's so good.
It's a great watch. I think that is the best All or Nothing ever. It absolutely trumps on the Juventus version of it. Way better, because Guardiola sits there and this is when Arteta was a young grasshopper at the time. Both of them would just sit there and be like, okay, I need him to go here, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Like, Pep Guardiola is the kind of guy that writes you a schedule on how you should sleep, how you should eat, and how you go to the bathroom. That is how nitpicky to the point he is.
Which in theory could be viewed as defensive as well, more so than attacking style, because
it is
so much like back-ended thoughts of like, I'm doing this because of this, I'm doing this because of this, where Allegri is just more strategy. We're going to have an idea of how we're going to play. I want you to play through these wide channels, tiki-taka on the right, maybe send across, very simple. Pep, it's almost toxic with puppeteering, joysticking. It's called for youth soccer. It's very unhealthy to joystick a youth child. They don't know how to think on their own, but adults, you don't have that problem, right?
To touch on JJ's comment here, so Allegri likes the 4-man midfield. Yeah, 100%, because again, his 2014-15 midfield for the Champions League with Juve was Pirlo, Vidal, Pogba, and Marquisio. Insane. Same thing with Milan. The argument that at Juve he doesn't know how to adapt to what he has. So when Allegri switched to the 5-star pattern in 16-17, and then kind of like a 3-man, essentially where his 3-man midfield was Khedira, Pjanic, and Dybala, because Dybala was playing as a cam at the time. I think he had it well, but again, from 16-17 till now, arguably you would say the team started to degrade. That's when the team kind of started going down. But from its apex and building up, even with the Milan midfield, where he kind of did the same kind of similar thing, Ancelotti knows, again, Ancelotti has way more experience than Allegri does. So again, this isn't me saying that Allegri isn't, is better than Ancelotti. No, not at all. But the thing is I think you're being a little bit too hard on him by saying he doesn't know how to adapt. He might not, because the thing is like you're looking at the pieces that Ancelotti adapts to versus the pieces that Allegri has. Because like if you look at Carlo Ancelotti at Everton was mid-table. They didn't push for anything. They didn't challenge for anything. Same thing with Bayern Munich as well, or even him at Bayern Munich. It's just kind of like, oh, Ancelotti at Bayern Munich wasn't that good. Again, Everton and Bayern Munich, a lot of people don't talk about it, but Ancelotti was middle tier because that was the players that were at not Bayern Munich, but Everton. His players weren't really the greatest. I mean, you had a James Rodriguez that was kind of at the twilights of his career, and then at Bayern Munich, they had, for me, I'm not convinced with Bayern Munich's midfield because you have Kimmich and then you have Mueller as your cam, and then really who else? Because Sane and them and Mane are wingers in theory. So like, you ever think about that? Like maybe Gorsteka, but like I haven't seen someone in that Bayern midfield that can move the ball very well like a Schweinsteiger could back then. But I digress. I think you gotta look at it objectively. Like, for example, you look at Everton's squad and he couldn't get it to work. I mean, he couldn't get Keane to work at Everton either. And Keane came in when Ancelotti was at Everton. David saying Roma today with Jose only allowed 10 minutes of actual playing time after they scored the 62nd minute. Yes, that is cortomuso. That is the definition of cortomuso. When you do Bush League tackles and you do Bush League throw-ins, that's how that works. And then he says, take my Bayern Munich talk elsewhere. I'm sorry, people. Sorry. But I think we've hit it all. We're at 3 minutes, 30 seconds. I've ranted on long enough. Guys, do you have any final thoughts before we close this bad boy?
I feel good. I feel good going into the second leg after that last second goal. Way better than I did for the first 95. The 95 minutes before that, it's it's like a reset button happened.
We got momentum because you get a last minute equalizer. A lot of people don't understand that, but there is a last minute equalizer that gives you some momentum here. But alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I love to shit on Bayern as a Hertha Berlin fan. There you go. I did it for you. But anyways, folks, cats and dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're playing the old music. Nah, I'm gonna play the new one. The new one's cooler. Anyways, Frank, you got any final thoughts, man?
Yeah. I gotta obviously re-speak on the fact that Federico Gatti is our best center back at the club right now, besides Danilo. So
he's a goat. His last name starts with a G.
He's the goat. He's the goat. I totally did not post a whole bunch of Gatti photos in the Discord. I'm not gonna make a fan cam. Totally not.
I won't believe you until you have a Gatti poster behind you.
I might have to get one. I might have to.
You got to. So, I'm sure I'm going to get a bunch of heat in the comments from the anti-Allegri stand people losing their mind on me, but whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, guys, thanks for tagging along for this watch along in this post-game show. To the folks that stuck here for 3.5 hours, holy shit, you guys are flipping awesome. Because I don't want to get demonetized at the end by using the F-bomb. So, guys, we're going to be out of here. I got a game to play. I got to get my GoPro. I'm going to get you some dash cam footage that I'll probably upload in the weekend. Dave and I will probably talk some Cremonese Milan and podcast episode with Mina. Good old Mina will be coming soon. And we'll be collaborating with Monchi's men. Sit there and have a conversation with those guys. And as David would say, no Sandro or Bonucci till the end of the season. All right, guys. Catch you in on the next one. Forza Juve.